I mean, damn, does that make us official?
It was kind of hard. I like that. That was really nice.
Bro, that shit was
I love that.
I'm glad y'all liked it. Glad y'all liked it. Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, I want to sell them fire and brimstone though for Demon Sunday though.
Man, bro.
You got to pipe down a little bit. Hey, you got to pipe down.
I got simmer down.
Simmer down. What's going on, fam? Let me introduce the crew. So we got Shantae, we got Tan, Ricky, Kelly, Tanya, Hink, and me and myself from Lapeef-ING. Welcome to Lapeef Sundays, y'all. It's official. I see that jersey, Hink.
Yeah, you know what time it is. I got to represent that. We 1-0 right now, JR.
Yeah, you got to celebrate that, man. It's gonna be 2-0 today, right?
You said what, brother?
I said it's gonna be 2-0 today, right?
Yes, sir. Fuck the Packers.
Okay.
Now wait a minute now.
Hold on.
Oh, really, Tam? Really?
Somebody that is born and raised Wisconsin. You're not gonna talk about my Packers. That's what we not do. We're not doing that this Sunday. Okay.
Guys, that takes a down scale when she said she cheers for Green Bay.
Where's Jay? Jay's not here today?
Oh, Jay's he's under the weather today. So he let me know a couple of days ago. So Jay, we miss you. Make sure you get well, brother. I know you're gonna be all right.
Jay is a staple in the community.
Yeah, he is. With that being said, let's go ahead and get the likes up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Shout out to the sponsor, Teej Hanley. Feel it, Teej, as I always say. That link is in the description. You get 30% off along with a free gift. Again, make sure you hit the like button, y'all. It's free. Let's start off with the likes on high. Y'all doing good on Sunday? Y'all good?
Beautiful Sunday.
Yeah. Shantae.
It's nice.
Shantae.
Yes.
Oh,
I gotta wash my face.
No, I was just fucking with you.
Wow.
Yeah, I saw the food in the background. So I'm like,
I'll sneak some food in. I'm telling y'all, it's morning, honey.
Right. Tanya, that's a big ass cup. What's
I like your cup.
What's that? Soup cup. She getting ready for the winter.
Oh, okay.
The snuggle is real.
All right.
The snuggle.
Let me see what we got up in the chat. We got Mistaken in the chat. What's going on? Miss She Critique panel members. Hey, you guys missed a great show too. If you haven't already, make sure you go on the Lapeef channel and check out a She Critique that was on this past Friday. There was some deep conversations going on. I was kind of surprised. I'm like, it started off deep. Usually you kind of build up to it, but I'm like, y'all had some really serious conversations going on there.
Just trying to get the community right, you know.
Trying to get the community right. Okay. One community at a time, right?
That's right.
All right, let's go get this show started, man. Again, if you haven't already, hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Our first topic of this morning: liking the opposite sex pictures while in a relationship. I got a little clip, man. Y'all might have seen this clip. I thought it was stripped out. I am interested in hearing you guys' perspectives on this video in particular, and then we'll tie it back in with what you really think. All right, let's go, Tom.
You do a video on if liking pics in a relationship is bad or not. I don't play that motherfucking shit, and I'm gonna tell you why. Usually when people liking pics, what are they doing? Signaling other people that they are interested. That is common fucking sense. I don't get why I have to go over that with people, but I guess. Also, I know how people are whenever other people are liking other people's pictures that are in relationships. Prime example, I'm big on representation, so I'm not finna be liking no other girl picture so other girls can be like, oh, you see, look who in my likes. Ain't he with such and such? I don't want people to have that one up on my girl and vice versa, because dudes, whenever girls like our pictures, they got boyfriends. What we thinking? Hey, ain't she with that one dude? Ain't she with that one dude? And some of y'all probably argue, oh, it's not that big of a deal, it's just a simple like. And I may argue, if it's not that big of a deal, just stop doing it. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, y'all ain't got to be in no fucking relationship with me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't do that shit. I don't like that shit. I'm not going to be liking other girl pictures so other girls can feel like, oh, yeah, look who in my likes and vice versa. So to kill all that shit, just don't like pictures. But y'all do whatever the fuck y'all want, and I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. If you don't like it, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Oh, my mama. Yeah, man, liking pictures. Yeah, man, I got me some motherfucking liking. Shit, ain't everybody liking no motherfucking pictures.
Well, that was quite interesting. So let's get a reaction on the video first, and then I want to hear you guys' thoughts. You guys think he was overreacting? Did he make some valid points? Would you say that he's insecure? Let's talk.
I was definitely going to say insecurity.
Why is that?
Because there's nothing wrong with appreciating the opposite sex. That doesn't mean you're trying to date them or pursue them. It's like, oh, it's a nice picture. Like, should you just get rid of your social media altogether just because you're in a relationship? What's the point of it? You're just not going to like anything else that passes by, or just going to like a bunch of dudes' pictures?
Okay. That's go ahead, Miss Tanya. You came off the mic.
I'm definitely shocked that this is coming from a man's point of view. I definitely think it's insecurity. There's nothing wrong with liking someone's picture. And if they slide in your DM or something like that, just ignore it. I mean, it's going to happen. This is life. It's going to happen. So I feel like if you see a beautiful woman, okay, I don't care if you're liking her pictures. If I see something that I like, I'm going to like the picture. There's nothing wrong with it. I think he was very insecure to even feel that way as a man too. Like, I don't know. I wouldn't like that, like, at all. Like, I don't got time for a man to be, oh, you liking this picture? No, come on now. That's a female trait.
Yeah, this is the difference between grown folks and children. Let's just be honest. This is the difference between. Okay, so see, you know what I compare this to? Ladies dressing up at concerts in the dark, hoping Chris Brown see them on stage. He might see me, girl. It's social media. It's Instagram. It's fake. Like men and women should be intentional, right? If I'm trying to holler at you, I'm hollering at you. A like does not. It's a nice picture, nice pic. The event looks nice. It came out great. The pose was cool. Like, whatever, man. Whatever, dude. Like, again, that to me, honestly, right? I think that's a control freak that would say, you better not be liking nobody's pics, blah, 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 blah. Because what's going to come of it? The only way something comes of it is if I reach out and communicate to you specifically as a man that I'm trying to get at you. It's a billion people on the internet, bruh. Like, whatever, man. Like you said, it ain't my life, bro. But I just think it's kind of weird, but that's just me.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with you. He was a little bit over the top, a little bit extra as far as it seemed like something happened. And it happened multiple times, either him being that way or either he caught one of his ladies and interacted with somebody inappropriately. But I do think that it's okay to like the opposite sex pictures. I mean, it's just a like. It's a different story if you slide in the DMs and you saying some crazy ass, foul, disrespectful shit. But a like is a like. And if it stays there, I don't have a problem with it. Tam, what are your thoughts about it?
I think when you're an adult, a mature adult, you have to understand when you're dealing with someone that's attractive. When you're dealing with attractive people, they usually typically come with a lot of attention. So I think you first need to realize and understand, am I woman or man enough to be able to handle the type of attention that this person gets when they walk outside their door, when they post a picture on Instagram, Facebook, any type of social media. You have to be okay to handle that. And I think that should be a conversation that should be had up front about social media. So, but I personally feel like it's a like. Now, if you sliding in her DMs or you going back under a picture that she posted 123 weeks ago and you trying to be slick in the comments under that picture, that's the difference.
That's different. Exactly.
But a like is a like. I've never taken anything as if a man trying to holler at me if he's in a relationship, if he's married, because he liked the picture. Like, it's a damn like. Like, who cares? Who cares?
That's what they're there for.
Hey, right. Tam, hold on, Ricky, real quick. Hey, Tam, you did say something that I kind of want to see if we can deep dive a little bit into it. So if a guy goes back and he's liking pictures in the past, do you see that as being a concern?
No,
then?
like it. I said if you going back to a picture on her page that was posted 123 weeks ago and you commenting under that trying to get some action, then yeah, that's a problem because that's almost equivalent to you sliding in DMs. Because I think before Instagram, before you could just DM everybody, if I'm not mistaken, like you would kind of shoot your shot underneath pictures. So you would kind of go under them pictures that they posted.
So we can't like old pictures.
Yeah, you can like old pictures. I'm specifically saying you commenting like, "What's up? I see you looking good. I'm trying to get at you, Mom." Was like, what? No, it's a like.
No, I think it's different liking old pictures. So like you post something within the past 2 weeks, it's at the top. If you're scrolling all the way to the bottom and I get, oh, I got 50 new likes and I log in and it's one person liking 50 pictures, to me, that's a holler. That's not just a like. That's like you're trying to get my attention.
But he could just slide in the DM. At this point, Instagram now has the option where you could just immediately just slide in a DM to shoot your shot. You don't have to. I don't personally think if somebody just follow me and you're going down my timeline and you just seeing a bunch of pictures that you like because you just follow me. So you like what you see. But I think them just liking it, like you could just go into my DMs to shoot your shot. You don't have to like a bunch of pictures to do that.
Actually, that doesn't work sometimes because if someone slides in your DM, if they're not somebody that you're
like friend, yeah.
You're not going to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Talking from experience. Okay.
Everybody know about that.
No, she's right. There's like a request section that you don't even notice.
So if you don't
this
look
is
at
so
that,
childish. This is
it is
childish. Like, is this why y'all don't like the video? Because this why y'all don't like the stream because y'all think somebody gonna think y'all hollering at them or some shit. This why y'all don't like the stream. We got 90 likes and 269 people in here. This is so childish. Men and women, a man, I don't care, women, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, but I'm saying men are intentional, right? Men are intentional. If they trying to holler, they gonna holler. You know what I compare this to, JR? Like people in real life when they just have a conversation with somebody. Ooh, they like me. You know what I'm saying? They talk to me. They like me. They like me. Right? Y'all attention whores. That's really what it is. Let's get to the bottom of it, right? Let's get to the bottom.
Different.
No,
it's different.
So again, if it's different, why is such emphasis put on a like that's because somebody likes a picture that they're trying to get at you? That's not the truth, right? The people that like y'all play like y'all ain't been there. Yeah, a dude might hit you for a bunch of likes and you looking like ooh because again you see that attention, but eventually what does he do? He hit you in the DMs, correct?
Right, and sometimes like what is it Tanya?
Tanya, yeah.
Tanya. What she said, sometimes there's a request section that you don't even see, but they're trying to get your attention. You're like, who is this person? Mm-hmm. Boom, 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 liking like 50 pictures. And then you notice, oh, they already tried to message me, but I didn't see it. But so usually that's someone trying to get your attention if they're liking that many pictures.
So if I want to get your attention, why don't I just DM you?
Because
that's what I'm saying. Sometimes they already did,
right,
and you didn't even see it.
So some men are not going to do that again because you've been conditioned that a like means something.
No, they're not going to do it. Maybe because, they might be waiting on you to maybe like some of their pictures. It's a game. They might be waiting on you to like some of their pictures.
Men don't play games. Men don't play games. Men don't play games.
They do.
No, they don't.
I'm gonna go ahead and get Hink and Shantae in here real quick, and then I'm gonna chime in. Go ahead, Hink. What are your thoughts about it, sir?
Yeah, I'm 47 years old. I ain't got time for that bullshit. God damn, you talking about playing games? I mean, how old are we? Look here, it sounds like with my man, whoever he's dating or in a relationship with, they need not have social media at all, because it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem if somebody just reaching her DMs. It's gonna be a problem if she likes somebody. I mean, it's gonna be a problem already around. So he just need to, whoever dating, he need to say off the bat, hey baby, I don't approve of you having social media, and then see what happens. I don't understand. So I better stop liking some of y'all y'all pitch because y'all don't think I'm trying to shoot my shot.
Me too, Hank. I'm with you, bro.
I'm just gonna stop
I've
doing
been
that.
convinced
It's
after
different. It's different if you know the person already. But if you get a random person just started following you and they're liking 50,000 pictures,
but Kelly, I am a
trying to
random
get your
person.
attention.
I was a random person. I didn't really know you, and I just started. I liked a couple of your food pictures. I liked a couple of your pictures. Am I creepy? Because I'm getting your
you're
DMs.
You're Hank from Lapeef-ING Sundays.
But before you knew that, though, you didn't really know me like that. You just knew of me. You know what I'm saying? And did you think I was creepy because I liked some of your pictures? I mean, I don't understand.
I don't think it's creepy. I think that's a man showing interest in you. That's not creepy. That's normal. If a man is interested, that's not creepy. Now, if he's being creepy,
I guess I was just speaking on what Tam. She said if I go back 52 weeks, or and make a comment in one of her pics, I'm dead wrong.
No, I said if you make a comment and it's obvious you're trying to, hey, mom, what's up? You looking good. I'm trying to holler. Like, it's one thing if you just like the picture or.
Yeah, but I'm going to say those words. I'm not going to beat around the goddamn bush.
Yeah, but
I'm not going to sit there and say, just like pictures. Hey, you look good. I'm just going to, I'm going to put more detail into it. And if sending the DM is where I need to send it at, because it's not everybody's business what I'm doing, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get straight to the message. I'm not going to like 28 of your pictures and hoping you reply back and then hoping you like some of my pictures and hoping you no.
Okay, so let me give you a little bit of context. Hold on. Let me give you a little bit of context. So
give us an example.
Yes, I'm gonna give you an example.
Yes.
So I think it was back when Instagram kind of first came out. What I vaguely remember around like 2012, 2013, you couldn't just DM anybody. You had to be following each other to be able to DM each other a message. And they didn't have that other side of messages where if they don't follow you back, they can't message you. No. So this was specifically two people had to be following each other in order for them to DM. So people would then go back under old pictures to try to be discreet and shoot their shot in a picture because you couldn't just DM that person if they weren't following you. So that was a way that they were trying to get people's attention and to shoot their shot. But then Instagram evolved over time. And now it doesn't matter if they're following you or not. They can message you, but the messages just go to this other inbox. And if you never look over there, then you'll never see the pictures. You'll never see the messages. But I don't understand how anybody doesn't see them, because when you go to your message, you see your regular inbox and then you see your request and it has a number on there. So you see who.
Some people don't pay attention to it.
Well, yeah, you can see it. It's visible, but you're just not clicking over there and going over there and looking. So that's what I was speaking on in those terms. It wasn't you could just DM anybody. You had to be following.
Okay. Well, see, I didn't come under the reigns of the old IG. I guess I guess I'm under the new reigns when you was able to DM. And even if I did, if I liked something Chantel put out there or Tam or whoever, I'm gonna sit there and say I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say it. Hey, you look good. What's your availability? And I'm just gonna sit there and just straight up and ask you right there on the spot. Whatever. I don't care if you know. If I'm single, I'm available. I can do that. I don't care. I'm not worried about. I'm not playing these games about. Oh man, I'm afraid somebody. Who cares?
Man,
but that's the men on the panels. Are you saying that you don't think this really happens?
What?
Yeah. Well, like I was gonna speak on. Yeah, like I was gonna speak on it from my perspective and respect to Hank and Ricky, true OGs and some straight like sharpshooters. They just if they like it, they just go for it, right? But there are some guys that strategically try to use Instagram to their advantage. And for an example, right, like some of these guys use it as like a dating app. They post their most good-looking pics. Some of the guys know they look good, and they know if they just heart a couple pictures, and she goes to his page to look, which typically a lot of females do, and then she begins to start showing interest. So there is a game that I've heard and I've seen that men will play in order to try to get the woman's attention. Does it work all the time? No, but you'd be surprised how many hookups happen just off liking pictures.
Well, you know what I say. Those type of women are they them hoes that we need to lie to? That's what those are. If it happens like that, they
Oh
go in
my
that whole
God.
category, JR. And I'm
Yeah.
lying to these goddamn hoes.
Now, something else I want to add to it as well, and I know the guy situation is a little bit different. He does sound like he's insecure because it shouldn't matter what. Well, if his girl is out there doing it, I get he trying to micromanage that. But on the flip side, if you got you a good lady, it don't matter who's hitting up in the DMs because she's just not going to respond. She's going to move a certain way. She know what to do with it. So it don't really matter if you do have guys out there that's thirsty because men are thirsty. Men are. And I'll be sitting in line if I say it or not. I've seen men do some of the most craziest shit in order to try to get a woman's attention. But if you got you a good woman, you ain't got to worry about nothing. So obviously he must be insecure about the woman that he got.
Right. And if you got a good dude, you ain't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
I like Tam's pictures. I like Kelly's pictures, and never ever will I do something disrespectful when they DMs or under their comments because those are not my intents.
And trust when I tell you, Ricky, I have never ever taken it that way.
Neither of
See what
us.
I'm saying? It's that simple, bro. Like people,
It's like it's a lie.
It's childish. I don't care what nobody say.
All right, go ahead, Shantae. I don't know if you chimed in on it. You got anything to put on it?
Listen, I am learning something new.
You ain't learning nothing new. You know the DMs be popping now. Come on, Shantae.
No. Look, DM is different. We're talking about liking somebody's picture. Hell, you have a red hoodie on. I think you look great in red. I'm gonna like your picture. If I'm just scrolling, I'm like, oh, I like that background. I'm gonna like your picture. It is no meaning behind it. Hell, if your likes are down, I'm trying to boost your ego. I will like your picture just to give you a little bit of motivation.
It's support. I support everybody.
That so much thought went into liking a picture besides I just like the picture. I'm sorry. I just didn't know. Now, jumping into the DM, I understand that. But just simply liking a picture. And my question is, how do you even know this person is liking a picture? Like, you would have to, would you not, maybe there's something I don't know about Instagram, but wouldn't you have to know that person and go to their page and then look? Like, how do you even know that this person is liking all these pictures? That's kind of...
You get notifications.
It's notifications.
No, I'm liking the person. Like, if your man is liking a woman's picture, how would you even know he's liking all of her pictures?
That's for people that
Instagram took it away.
Yeah.
Probably
somebody took it away.
No, let me tell you. So probably somebody of power was like, look here, Instagram, you fucking up our relationship. Like, so there used to be another notification side when you look at your regular notification.
I remember that.
Another side. So everybody that you follow, you could see
what they were liking.
That they liked.
Yes, I remember that.
I remember that. But I'm thinking today's time,
it used to be like that. The reason why it happens right now, today's time, is because you have those people that don't have nothing going on and they're sitting there looking at their man's, who they're following, who they think that their man might like.
Hey, Tanya, I'm locking your pics right now. Hold on. I'm liking your pics right now, sis.
You know what that means,
so much.
You know what this means, right? Means. Yeah. All dirty dozen. Yeah, I'm liking your pics right now. Hey, I'm gonna go back 52 weeks. Hold on. I'm gonna go back 52 weeks.
Action. He's in your DMs, man.
It's got to be 123 weeks.
It's so funny because I've seen that. I've seen people line up and say, like y'all have a bird beside me. I'm over my friend's house. But I know that people will like. But I look at it as like, oh, he just liked my picture. I never thought of, oh, that's a person trying to holler or something like that. I guess I'm just clueless when it comes to stuff of that nature. And I never go to the profile, so I don't know how that's going to help anything. It's like, oh, thank you, and keep it moving. But that's just me. I didn't know people were hollering at me. I didn't know it was like a day nap.
Yeah.
It can be strategic for sure.
So is there a minimum amount of likes before I get the label of putting the hit in on her? I mean, what is it?
Right. How does this work?
What's the number?
My likes on y'all ladies' picture.
Hank, is it not the number, but which picture you like, right?
Oh, okay. Okay. Is that what? Okay, thank you. I appreciate that clarification.
I may need to try this out. I'm going to go some pages and start liking and see if it works.
Y'all are being ridiculous. So Hank, if you start following a new woman and you feel like she's attractive, right? And you go all the way down to like her very first picture that she posted 4 years ago, and you like everything, you don't think that would send a message to her?
No. You know what sends a message? Me sending a message. Me putting a message. Shorty,
Yeah,
what's
I'm
happening?
with him, Kelly. I never looked at it that
I
way.
don't think so, man.
No,
I mean,
because
but like I said, if I do that and I see what I like, I'm gonna get at her.
do we
I'm
agree
gonna do
that
more than just hit the like button. I'm gonna get at her. I'm saying,
Okay,
I
so
like
like
something. I like what she's
certain
doing.
women probably get more attention. They'll probably get more messages. So it's like you have to like make yourself like look at me, I like you. Because if you go to my DMs, there's a lot of people that message me. I don't even open it. So if someone wants to get my attention, they have to be look at me. I don't even go to my DMs because it could be ridiculous on Facebook and Instagram.
But it's no. Let me tell you this. It's no different for me out. Say if I'm going to the club and I put my shot in a woman, I like her. I didn't hit the like button at the club, but I like her, and I'm gonna go talk to her. If she don't respond to me, she don't say anything to me, or it blows me off, I move on to the next. It doesn't matter to me.
Can we ask?
I'm not
Can I
gonna
ask
sit
a
there and
question?
bullshit and play these games, man.
But
I'm not.
games
Now,
do
other
the
people
games
may.
do
I
get
don't have time
played
for that
though.
shit. I'm sorry. What you say, Kelly?
I said games do get played. You may not do it. Ricky may not do it. JR may not do it. But this happens every single day.
Well, I'm gonna let them kids play the games, man. I ain't got time for that shit.
Let me ask a
Man.
question.
I have something to say too after T-Bomb. Go ahead.
Do you guys agree that some men are intimidated by women?
Yes.
Okay.
Intimidated
sure.
how?
Just maybe by
Not you, Hank. No one on this panel.
I'm not saying you guys. Okay?
Some are, yes. I think
maybe,
some are afraid.
Maybe that is their way because they maybe are they're a little nervous or afraid to come directly at her. So that is a way of getting her attention, maybe liking her pictures or whatever, making a comment, and then starting them to kind of like maybe see if she,
Well, most men are nervous whenever they may have a conversation with women because you don't know what the outcome's going to be. It's just about how do you handle it. That's what it's about. How do you handle the outcome that you're going to get? Are you going to handle it in the correct way by just, hey, if she says no, respectfully walk away and keep it moving? Or are you going to act a goddamn fool and say, you nasty, ugly bitch, you ain't shit anyway? No, I mean, that's what it's all about. It's about how you handle it.
I want to hear what Siobhan has to say because I know she gets people
Siobhan says she's in them DMs.
She ain't up them blue checks.
Yeah.
First of all, hey y'all. And he didn't say nothing yet.
Happening, sis.
Good morning.
Good morning. But I definitely have something to say about this topic. I think that I don't think that liking pics is bad. I really don't. And the reason why I'm going to say is there's nothing wrong with it is because you have to really be insecure to even be mad at liking a picture. Now, there's a difference from a like and a DM, okay? Now, the DM, sometimes they can get a little crazy. I mean, people shoot they shot and it's either you say, ha, 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 he, thanks, and move on, or you just don't reply at all. And sometimes there's like this little like request area where I see a whole bunch in there and I don't even click it because I'm probably not following that person and I really don't know what they're saying in that little request area. So I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I do think that there is a balance in the subject of the DMs, but I guess it just depends on your relationship and what you're willing to do. And if you like that person enough to not kind of respond in a, in that manner. So that's how I feel.
So if you're out with your man, right, and there's a beautiful woman that walks by and he looks,
I'm looking.
Do women get insecure about that? Exactly. It's like that's what I feel like. It's like it's a beautiful person. She'd be like, oh, don't look at her. I always think that that's insecurity. Like if it's an attractive person, what's the problem with it? Acknowledging it's different if you pursue it, if you go after it, but if you just acknowledge an attractive person, what is the big deal?
But Kelly, people aren't as confident as you and I and Shantae and Tam and Tanya. They're just not. Okay, so we intimidate people and we don't even say anything yet. Okay, take away all of that. There are people everybody has somebody that looks better than them, right? And if you can't acknowledge another woman's beauty, whether it's your form of beauty or not, then you're just a freaking hater.
I think weak men are intimidated by women. I don't think real men are.
I agree.
I agree with that.
I don't know if I did agree with that, because I just think that men in general, like I think Hink said it, that of course you're going to be nervous to any man to be nervous to speak to a woman like that. So I think I don't think it necessarily has to deal with a weak man or a strong man. I just think that that's just just the nervousness comes.
I mean, I don't know. Like,
there's a difference between intimidated and nerves, though.
Right.
That's a big difference.
And to me, like in real life, if I'm with I could be with
final
my
thoughts.
wife.
Final thoughts.
I can be with my wife, and if I see a pretty lady, I look at, I'd be like, man, with my wife, I'd be like, that's a pretty lady right there, right? She'd be like, that's a handsome man, like, bro, like, I don't know, y'all weird. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. You know.
Can I just say something real fast since we're summing this up? At the end of the day, if your man is so gun-ho on you liking other men's photos, don't lose a good relationship off of liking the photos. Just stop liking. Unfriend the man and stop that. Let's not mess relationships because
that's controlling. That's controlling.
Everybody's got their thing. Even you have your thing. So just talk about it, communicate. As long as he's not controlling in any other manner, and that's his pet peeve, just don't like to be.
Man, if
that's his pet peeve, there's gonna be other pet peeves that are controlling.
Everybody's gonna have them.
He's gonna be like, "Why are you wearing that?"
How's that controlling if she Kelly? How's that controlling if she makes the decision to do that? And
because
he didn't
what do you want to do?
do?
You want her to walk around with her eyes closed? Don't look at good looking men.
No. Like, she said, Chantel said, if you don't lose a relationship, this is my fault. She said she made the decision. He didn't sit there and say, well, you need to lose. No, she made the decision to stop doing that. How's that controlling? That's not controlling. If she made the decision.
It's just a compromise. Okay, that's fine. I want to make my man happy. If that gets on his nerves, I'll just work with him. Okay, it's not a lot to ask. I'll just stop liking photos.
Yeah, that's not controlling. Don't put that on us like that.
I agree though. Like,
would you ask your woman to do that, Hank? I'm sorry, Ricky. My bad. I apologize.
Right. It's weird that if you are in a relationship that's on such rocky ground, right, that you liking a picture can destroy it. You got real questions about your relationship.
Thank you.
I just don't feel like arguing over petty stuff. That's so petty.
Kelly, Kelly, that ain't what you're saying. Kelly, you sit there and say it's controlling if she decides to drop her.
I said if a man is saying, I want you to stop liking pictures, and you're like, okay, honey, just because you want to make him happy, I feel like that's controlling. I feel like there are other aspects of control that are going to show up in your relationship in the future.
Maybe he's asking you to stop liking because he doesn't want the other guy to, even though you're coming from a pure place, he doesn't want the other guy to think that.
Oh, you mean like one particular person, or just stop liking pictures in general?
I think we're talking about one person, right?
Because he said liking the opposite sex. So you just never will like a picture with a man in it ever again because of how he feels?
Oh, I had in my mind the same person. I'm sorry.
Yeah, if it's a particular person that bothers him, done, deleted, blocked. But if it's like, don't you ever hit a like button if a person has a penis, that's controlling. I'm sorry, that just is.
All right, y'all. I think we're going to go ahead and button this one on up. I think to each his own. I mean, people going to do what they do, right? If you guys just tuning in, welcome to Lapeef-ING Sundays. Make sure you get the likes up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got 5 super chats. Any volunteers to read?
I think that's a Siobhan thing.
Ricky.
Ricky. That's right. Ricky's a reader.
Toya T. Hey, sis. Good morning. Happy Sunday. That intro, though. Awesome panel. Appreciate you, sis.
Hey, Toya.
FGB Matt G. What's good, my guy? Happy Sunday, fam. It's game day, which means F the Packers, F Green Bay, F the Ops. Go Bears. Me University. Shantae likes me with the likies. Me University. I like the pic scrolling. Wifey said, go back up. Who that? I said, oh, she got a new car. She said, text her. If I see her again, I'm going to blow you and her up. Wow.
Damn.
Me University. Wifey compliments others. She'll let me too, but I will never. Policy.
All right. Appreciate the super chats that has come through thus far. Again, if you haven't liked the stream, hit that like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Moving on to our next topic of this morning. This afternoon yet? Well, it's afternoon for some of y'all. It's still morning for me. Does the opposite sex ever meet just to be friends? And I got this from this post right there. Put this post up. Some men miss out on having cool homegirls by being too horny. So that made me think about this question. When people meet, man or woman, I don't think people meet for just to be friends. Some do. I'm not going to say all, but I think most people think that if a guy approaches you, that it's instantly he's trying to holler at you. I think that when you communicate with people, you shouldn't automatically assume that this person is going to be somebody you're going to have relationships with. It could be a potential business opportunity, but I think in the world that we live in today, and it's just my opinion, that most people think that that's what it is. Let's talk about it. What are you guys' thoughts?
Man, I think it depends on the situation and how you know what I'm saying? The environment, what situation you being met in. You know what I mean? If you out and it's random, you know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it go. You see somebody you like, you walk up, right? Or a different situation. But like I said, if you in a certain business situation or things are like that, or you meet a person through a third party, I think it's totally possible to be friends with somebody. You know what I'm saying? But that's really where it's about setting boundaries and letting intentions be known, right? It's certain boundaries that shouldn't be crossed if you're in a relationship. But just because you communicating with somebody of the opposite sex, depending on the situation, doesn't mean you out to sleep with them. It's just like JR said, it might be a business situation. It might be a mentoring situation. These things happen. But the problem is a lot of people don't set boundaries, and the boundaries they say they have, they overstep them because like the posting just said, you too horny and you don't have no self-control.
But you know what, Ricky? And I totally agree with you. I do think that people do need to set boundaries with their friends, right? And just also understand the intention behind them wanting to be your friend. Are they just lusty? Do they want to be with you? Like, what are they there for? And people don't ask these questions because some people really don't care. So when that boundary is crossed and, you know, at that point, that line has already been crossed. So it's like you can't really come back from what's already happened.
I think as of now, if we're in a relationship with each other, there's no need for you to meet new, for you to find new female friends or me to find new male friends. Like if you already had someone from the past and that's the opposite sex, I'm okay with that. But as of right now, and we're dating or married, why are you meeting somebody new? Like for what? From the opposite sex? For what?
Tanya, I don't agree with that. And I'm gonna tell you why, right? I am a people person. And I'm not saying that I'm just gonna get everybody's phone number and this and that, but I don't think that there's anything wrong with meeting people now, just like calling them and, you know, the new guy friends. Now, I don't think that's appropriate, but like, if I'm out with my man, I don't really see anything wrong with us having conversations with the opposite sex and your man is right there as long as you're being respectful. I don't see anything wrong with it at all.
I think what I meant really was taking it from y'all meeting somewhere else to, you know what I'm saying, after the fact, you know? Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with y'all engaging together in public, but the fact that this is somebody new and he's getting her number or I'm getting a man's number, and what do we have to talk about?
So how do people determine whether someone is flirting or not? Because that can be misconstrued too. They could think I'm flirting with them, but I'm actually not flirting with them.
And
that's true too. But I think majority of the times we can tell. We know. We can sense it.
See, this. Let me say this, right? See, this is really causing a divide with our people. When you really think about it, right? So if we supposed to be networking to get to a better place, and this woman for say a man has a certain level and this woman's at a certain level. If I can't network with her because you feel I shouldn't be friends or associates with a different sex, right? if this is how we move, and we'll never expand a so-called community, because everybody thinks because you getting to know somebody or you associating with somebody that you attracted to them and trying to sleep with them. That's not the truth. Right? That's not the truth. Again, this is where intentions mean something. A lot of y'all not moving without a lot of y'all move without intent. Y'all don't. Y'all just out here willy-nilly, you know, and if I bump into a fine chick and I bump into a good-looking dude and some shit happened, even if business associated with it, or it was school or education or networking, it just happens. Nah, bro, you gotta set boundaries. If you're in a relationship with somebody, bro, even if the conversation come up, it's simple. I don't look at you like that. That's not what it is. That's not what it is.
Business is totally different. You know what I'm saying? I get that. I totally get that, Ricky. I'm just saying, like, are you gonna know up front it's gonna be business? You know what I'm saying?
No, you don't. But how many opportunities did you have that started off that you didn't know was business? You see what I'm saying? You never know until you talk to a person.
If you guys are talking, what were you talking about to get her number? To ask her for her number. Are you talking about business?
I'm gonna talk from my standpoint, because I don't see through none of y'all eyes, right? I talk to a lot of people about a lot of things. You can believe me or not, and I never came out of pocket. I've never came out of pocket because I have information that I can that I can press to somebody else, whether it's my opinion or something I went through. But if it's taboo for men and women, to a single man, a married man, woman, whatever, if it's taboo for us to talk, how can we ever spread information?
Okay, all I'm just asking is what is she saying, or what are you guys talking about for you guys to exchange numbers?
We can be talking about a number of things. We can talk about relationship advice, life advice, coupons, where I get my car from. Shit happens. We talk about stuff, but it's about what you put out there.
Not coupons, Ricky.
And you're gonna let your wife know as well?
Yes, you supposed to. Okay. That's my wife. That's my better half.
Okay.
Ain't nothing done on the slide, but like I said, how can we share information if it's taboo for us to even talk?
Where do you clip your coupons, Ricky?
I get them online.
Let me say this. You just got to know know your partner, know what type of person they are, and know their intentions, right? If I'm in a relationship with somebody and I'm talking to somebody, in the midst of the conversation, I'm gonna mention and bring it up that maybe I'm in a relationship, my lady, my wife, my significant other, whatever the case may be, in the midst of the conversation. So I'm gonna let that person know off bat that I'm already involved. So don't try to look to make a move at Hink. Hink's good. So I'm not coming at you for a relationship. I'm not coming at you for that 20 minutes. I'm not coming at you just to get some type of pleasure. I'm coming about business or just for social aspect, whatever the case may be. But I'm going to intentionally mention something about that so they can already know off rip what it is and where I stand.
And now, for some women,
if she still come at me, then that's cool. That's on her. I'm going to deal with it as I need to deal with it. I'm going to brush it off. I said, baby, I'm good. Unless you want to pay my child support, unless you want to pay my alimony, unless you want to pay my house note, unless you want to give me a place to live, I'm good.
And this what's wrong with y'all young dudes, bro. Since I'm old, this what's wrong with y'all. Right? Y'all not capable. Y'all not capable of fixing y'all mindset to think like a grown ass man, and y'all wonder where y'all get the results y'all get, because every girl's a target. Every woman's a target, bro. If you're attracted to her, she a target.
I just feel like this conversation is completely contradictory from the conversation we had a couple weeks ago, because I was crucified on this panel saying that it was not possible for me to have male friends because all of them just wanted to smash. Everyone came at me about this, and now this is possible. What happened?
I remember that, Kelly.
Kelly, how are we friends and I just met you?
But that's what I'm saying. Friends. The question was, are you missing out on good people because you're too horny? So that's taking sex out of the equation. Like, so you cannot connect with good people of the opposite sex because there's a possibility of having sex.
Kelly,
I
you're
am
an
like
associate or you're
Siobhan, I am a people person. So
well, Kelly,
I connect all the time. I get numbers all the time. I network all the time. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I know a good person that you can connect with for this business. Oh, let me get your number. I'll give this to this person. I'm always connecting people. So I'm always getting numbers. I'm having, I hear something like, oh, like sometimes with JR, I'm like, oh, you do podcasts? Hold, let me get your number and I'll give it to JR, because I'm always like listening to hear people's talents and gifts and connecting people. Do they think I want to sleep with them because they have a penis?
you're
Or
not
is
a
it
man,
business?
Kelly. You're not a man.
But I'm saying there are
Kelly,
amazing
you're an
human
associate.
beings in this world
You're
that
a
you
possible
miss out
partner.
on.
You're associate, you're a possible partner, Kelly. That's what you are. But like I said, if you was a man, if you was a man, you more than likely you probably want to smash your chick, your girlfriend.
Quick
I'm just
question
saying,
before
man.
you speak. So if you are talking to a person and y'all networking or whatever, and you tell her like, listen, I have an old lady, I have a woman, girlfriend, whatever it is, and she still tries to come on to you, because some women don't care. Okay?
Some women don't.
They don't care. So, and she still tries to come on to you. Are you going to, because it came off as business, are you going to end that, or are you going to continue to try to speak with her about business?
Well, first things first, I'm gonna tell her I don't blame you for wanting to come at me. I'm a sexy motherfucker. But in the meantime, look here, I appreciate you. I thank you. But hey, Vamoose, I can't be with you because your intentions are bad.
Okay.
You're not in the
Like,
right
it
place
makes
for me to
sense. It
continue to
makes
move forward with you.
Okay.
So you're saying her intentions are bad because you're in a relationship.
If I'm in a relationship and I'm letting her know off rip and she's still trying to get at me, that's a problem for me.
I agree. Okay.
And it lets me know her morals are not right. So why do I need to do business with somebody who got bad morals? Because guess what? Something else gonna come up where her morals gonna get tested. I can't trust her ass. So I gotta leave it to the streets.
But you know what? Like when men are in relationships, there are women that think that they're more attractive with someone than they were alone. Am I tripping to think like that? People
I don't
Say
understand
that
what you
again,
mean. What do you
Siobhan.
mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
people
Yeah.
want to be with the person that's taken.
Women love married men.
Yes.
Yeah.
As
That's just a fact.
insane as that sounds, women do. They love to go to a married man. It's insane to me. I don't know how people can do that. It's just
Like you're choosing to be second.
Yes, and they're okay with that. They're okay with being the side woman. They really are, and it's so sad and it's so disturbing.
Go ahead, Tam. I know you're trying to get in. Go ahead.
Thanks. So, does the opposite sex ever meet to just be friends? I think you should be able to gauge the interaction that you have with somebody when you first meet them. You should be able to know off rip how the conversation starts. If it's I'm interested, I'm trying to talk to you, I'm trying to see what's going on with you. Me personally, I think we kind of shifted the question. If I'm in a relationship, me personally, to each is its own. I'm not meeting no friends. I'm not getting no phone numbers. I ain't doing none of that if I'm in a relationship. That's me personally. I see the argument you guys saying with networking and all of that type of stuff. Oh, okay. Well, if the opposite sex want to network with me and I'm married, oh, okay. Well, yeah, I can let you talk to my husband. You could discuss that business with my husband, and we'll discuss it as a unit, and we'll move from there if we want to network and do business with you.
But do you think that's a Black thing?
I don't know. I can only speak for
I think it's an any race thing.
Because I've been to events where like it's like some white women understand the assignment. Like my husband is a well-to-do businessman, and she knows, okay, I have to talk to certain people, I have to be a certain way to help him attract business. Like that's like a known thing. Like your wife can help elevate you in certain areas.
But that was my point of getting the information and giving that to my husband. I'm not interacting with that man in any type of way. I'm giving that information to my husband, and me and my husband are going to sit down and talk about it. My husband is going to talk to that man and see if he wants to do business with that man.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that there's, in regards to networking, I think that at some point, if you're with your partner, there needs to be a solidified business phone at that point. If that's what you're doing, these people don't need to call your personal line. There needs to be a personal business line that these individuals can call, to where your man is saying, you know, just put it in the middle of the kitchen table, or just have a designated space, and, you know, just handle your business like that, and just let your husband and or partner know at that time, like, hey, this person called, this, you know, kind of, this is what we spoke about, and just boss up together. I don't think that there's anything wrong with that.
So I work in IT, and if I had a number that they called my wife couldn't tell them nothing. She can't tell you how to hook up a monitor. You see what I'm saying? The real problem is y'all have a problem with trust.
Okay, help me understand that one.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Right.
help me understand that.
If we have to go through these extremes, that something has to get vetted or go through your partner, because you want to make sure it's kosher, right? You don't trust your man or your woman.
I think it's a level of respect.
No, respect is letting you know, Tam, hey, I work with this lady, such and such, woo woo. That's respect, right? That's the respect, is letting you know the situation. But as far as you having to vet and understand everything that goes on with the business I do, that's a trust issue.
I don't necessarily think it's a trust issue. I think that women will play their part. So they can be, you know, at you and just playing a part for business, you know, but they're gonna find a, you know, it's true. It happens.
I agree. I've had men, because I'm an optician. I've
Your
had
wife
men
will
be like,
walk in
"Oh
and she
yeah,
act like nothing." You know what I'm saying? Like nothing ever happened. Nothing's going on. Because she's playing a part.
I don't understand that." What are you saying?
I'm sorry.
I don't understand
No,
what you're saying.
like,
The wife will walk
supposed to be
in
a
and act
network
like
thing, and she's into him. You know what I'm saying? She's going to play the part until maybe she finds a loophole. That's what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying?
So Rick,
Act like she's into the man?
I'm sorry?
You said act like she's into the man?
Yeah. If you're meeting a woman, right? Y'all supposed to be networking or whatever. Somebody new. Y'all supposed to be networking. And if she's into you, she might just play the part for the time being until she maybe finds like some type of, you know.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I mean, but that man still has to allow him in. But that man will still have to allow him in, allow her in.
True, but it happens.
Well, but look, listen.
I agree with
what I'm
that.
saying. Like I just had a conversation. You got to know your partner, and you gonna, out of respect, you let your partner know what's going on. If I'm meeting a woman of a person of opposite sex, right, and I need, and I'll share that with my lady to let her know what it is, what's going on. I met this individual today. You know, I feel like it went okay. I feel like we could probably do business, and I want to continue it, and then we'll go for that. Now, is she gonna give me her input? Tell me things to look out for. Watch out for this. Make sure if she does this, if she tries to do this, yeah, she's gonna give me some insight that maybe I'm not aware of. That's what she's there for, to watch my blind spots. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't mind the input. Okay, cool. Maybe I didn't see it that way, but maybe something she didn't see because she's a woman, so she knows what's going on. Cool. I'll adjust. But we're gonna be on the up and up. We're gonna let her know. And as far as a business phone, for what? If I'm with you, we married, we on the same plan. So if you have any questions, you can look at the damn spreadsheet on the phone bill. Who I'm texting, who I'm calling. We're not having none of this. I'm not adding extra expenses onto my household for what? Your insecurity? Kiss my ass.
You guys acting like it don't happen.
I'm not saying it don't, but I'm not letting it happen. It may happen to you. I'm not going to let it happen to us.
Right, and if it does happen, if it never happened to you, why are you wearing that like it's your jacket?
Right, that's trauma that you're carrying over.
No, I mean I'm answering the question from what I think and what my opinion is. Not saying that it's happened to me, not saying it's happened to any of the other ladies. I'm responding to a question because I know women and I know how we think. So
we've seen it.
So Ricky, let me ask a question. How do you really know that you can fully trust your partner? How do you determine that, hey, I can put all my trust in you? What does that look like?
You let people be people. I can't control nobody. All I can do at the best is pray that you the person you say you are. And when we done talked about this before. Y'all can't beat me on this, right? It's simple. It's simple. All you have to do is be right. And if that person shows you that you being right ain't enough, leave. Why are you wasting so much time and energy with somebody you don't trust? You're stupid. I don't trust them. I can't trust them 100%. But I'm here giving them all this good loving.
But Ricky, if they betray your trust, how do you get back to the 100% trust that you had at first?
You never will. You got a decision to make.
I agree with that. I 100%. I like you, Ricky. I like you.
Are you shooting your shot, Javon?
No, he is a married man. I just think that he gives really good advice. I mean, if you look at his show on Friday.
Calm down, Siobhan. I'm just bullshitting you about the first subject. That's
all. I know what you're talking about.
I'm like, hold on, this is going left real quick. Yeah. Anybody else want to close us out on this? Everybody spoke that wanted to speak on it.
I didn't speak on it. So the original question was,
does the opposite sex ever meet just to be friends?
Like I think some of the panelists said, I agree that networking, if we do the same thing, I'm networking. Yes. If you bring them around my friends, if one of the friends brings them to like the friend function and we're all friends, yes. If I'm out in public, I'm not looking for friends. If I give you my number, it's usually because I'm attracted to you. Especially if I approach you. If you approach me, that's a little different. Just not trying to hurt your feelings. But if I approach you and you look nice, I'm going to compliment you. You will definitely know I'm shooting my shot in a ladylike manner. But I'm not looking for friends.
Shante, you approach guys?
If he's nice, I'm going to show him I'm interested. I would definitely give him a compliment. Absolutely, girl.
Hey, so.
I'm with you, Shante.
I am not too, I'm definitely going to be ladylike, but it's not that serious to me.
Shante,
I've never done that before.
Nice.
But Shante, this is what they tell us. They tell us, shoot your shot. Shoot your shot.
Hey, but this,
it doesn't happen often because I don't like many people. But if I see one I like, which is rare, I'm shooting my shot.
But JR, shout out to the Lapeef Experience, Houston, ATL, DC. Hey, y'all coming out just to shoot shots, huh? No networking, huh? The reason y'all going because y'all know why y'all going. Y'all know why y'all going, right? Yeah.
But that's not because I'm horny. It's just I see a good
Whoa.
But that's what I'm saying, Shante.
It's Sunday.
You see what I'm saying?
Look at
that was the question. Isn't it a part of the question?
No, I'm saying as far as everybody's saying about, if somebody talking and you trying to put yourself in a situation, to every situation is hooking up to be with somebody. Nah, you networking, you talking, you trying to see what people about, right?
Absolutely.
You can't split hairs. You can't have it one way, then not have it another. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, sure. Didn't somebody okay, I know I've been in and out.
Ain't nobody said anything about horny.
Wrong with that.
Nobody said that.
Don't explain yourself. You good. You good.
Yeah, let me just tell y'all about this migraine I woke up with. I'm trying to get rid of it. Like eating and everything else because I've been starving myself. So I think that's why I have a migraine. And so I thought I heard that. My apologies. Move on. Carry on.
Oh no, Hank. She's telling on herself, Hank.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, JR.
You are so funny, Shante. Oh my God.
Hey, Tam, I liked your story earlier too. For the chat. I like your story earlier.
Ricky, you always like my stuff. It's all good.
Exactly.
Shit, what is that saying, Tam?
It's not saying. Listen, I never said that it meant anything. I don't think that deep into it. It's not that serious. I don't think, because this is a whole married man. I don't think he checking for me because he like it.
That's right.
My stuff.
Oh, I don't approach married. I just want to make it clear. I don't approach married men. I respect the union.
Look at Shantae trying to clean it all up after you said the H word. She's trying to clean it up.
I don't just meet people like, oh, I want to jump in bed with them. No, he's like cursing.
Want to get the party started. Ain't nothing wrong.
Oh,
Ricky, did we play it during the pregame?
The bird is cursing.
Did we play a little meeting in the bedroom?
She got a talking bird.
Oh no, the bird talking.
My head. Oh my God, there's a bird here. I promise that bird just said a cuss word. I promise. She said she did. That bird.
I need to get some of that OG Kush you got over there, Shantae. I need to get some of that Kush.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of my headache. It's just not worth it. But go ahead.
She's on them edibles, JR. She's on them edibles.
Something, yeah. She's hearing birds. She's saying the H word. You guys just tune in. Welcome to Lapeef Sundays. Make sure you guys get the likes up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got some more super chats. Ricky.
That boy Trill Crew Season. Make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't. Dope discussion. Salute to the family. That Leaf, what's good, my boy? Tan, what's good, my guy? I can be in a diary section and a woman can put another black man on and try to tell me about being more healthy in vegan ways. Y'all don't own nobody. God did not put us on earth to not conjugate in fellowship. Marcel, what's happening? They want what the other lady has because if he was picked, he must be doing something right. I agree. Spaces, what's good? Reverend Ricky with the bars as usual. I got you 16. What's happening? P. Parker here. Sorry, ladies. I see why ladies aren't getting married. This is too hard. Listen to the men. They giving y'all the answer. Shaking my head. Damn. Jada Davis. No one knows you are taking unless you have a ring on it. It's the actions after you let them know that would determine future communication. Thank you, sis. G Firm, I'm crushing on Siobhan. Hey, somebody shooting like Steph, Siobhan. What's happening? Hook me up, Lapeef. Ready to submit my resume.
There you go.
I know that's right.
Jada Davis again. Hey, she got some money. No one knows you are taking unless you have. Oh, that's the same one. Come on, JR.
I'm tripping, man. It's too early. Too early.
Too early.
Yeah. I think my screen messing up too. Damn. Never mind. I appreciate all the super chats that's come through. Again, thank you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you take this opportunity to hit the like button. And while you're at it, make sure you subscribe. Set those notifications to all. And that way that will ensure you don't miss any uploads. Shout out to the sponsor, Teach Hanley, as well. Feel it, Teach. 30% off along with a free gift. That link is in the description. Our next topic of this early afternoon. We'll talk about a narcissist. A narcissist will work so hard to impress a stranger while treating the people they claim to love like monsters. I'm going to be honest, I didn't really start hearing this narcissist word so much until I got to YouTube. It just seems to be one of those words that's loosely said. So real quick, a couple of people can chime in. Like, what is your definition outside of Webster of what a narcissist is? Like, do you think people are actually identifying? Because it seemed like they were just so quick to label a person a narcissist. So what do you guys' thoughts? You're on mute, Ricky.
You can go ahead, Siobhan, if you want. When I think of a narcissist, I mean, just before the internet, I used to just think of a person who's just so into themselves. It's all about them. They put themselves on a pedal, and it's always what you can do for me, not what I can do for you. Like they're just all about self. That's what I think of narcissism. That's my definition.
Well, it comes from Greek mythology, right? Of Narcissus staring at himself in the water, and he caught a glimpse of himself, and then he just ended up becoming like he became in love with himself. Like he couldn't break away from looking at his own image in the water, and he became a tree or something like that. Isn't that the story?
I agree. That's correct.
I'm not sure if that's the story.
I don't know the
episode.
story, but yeah, I remember hearing something.
But pretty much he caught an image of himself and he couldn't break away, and he ended up being stationary for life. I think he became into a tree.
I think it's become so popular. I'm sorry, Kelly. Let me go back. I think it's become so popular because people with the selfie thing, like just looking at yourself, like it's always about, people are just into themselves. That's how it seems narcissistic, but it doesn't necessarily mean you're a narcissist. It just looks that way. That's just my opinion. But go ahead, Kelly. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I have actually dated a narcissist, and they are real. But I do agree with that statement, because it's more about not only them. It's like they see themselves a certain way, and they want everyone to see them in that positive light. And it's more about the outward image. It's not really about what's going on inside. So to me, a narcissist is someone who, if I could describe it, it would be like a house that looks really, really great on the outside, and then inside you find out it has like termites and roaches, and it's not structurally sound, that's going to break down. Like, they don't really care what's going on the inside. They're not trying to fix it. They just want to make sure that outer image looks good. And they will gaslight people to make sure they see that good side of them.
But do you guys also know too that, like, with dealing with the narcissist, there's different narcissistic traits that men or women can have, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe there is something. Is it overt? Yes, it's an overt narcissist, and they can feel. And somebody can tell me I'm wrong, but I think they feel like entitled, or they're very, very arrogant, or they're trying to impress the people around them. And I don't know all. I know that there's multiple, but I know a lot of people will say, you're an overt narcissist. And then people start to look it up and try to understand what those things mean. If you're going to call somebody a narcissist, you have to be able to identify how that person is being a narcissist and why. Because, when you call somebody a narcissist, you know what they do? They'll say, no, I'm not a narcissist. You are, right? And it's just like, what are we doing here? Why are we going back and forth with who's a narcissist? If I'm telling you, I should be able to say, this is why I think that you're this, and then have them understand and explain to you, well, I don't feel like I'm that way. And I guess it just comes with communication too, but yeah.
But most narcissists don't think that they're wrong. So
Right.
you can't tell them nothing. There's lack of accountability. So they see no faults in their own. And then it's always, when they react a certain way, it's because you made them react that way.
Yes, I 100% agree with that, Tam. I really, really do. And that can be so frustrating too. It's like, why am I the reason why you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm making you make that decision. Like, come on, it's boo, narcissism.
All right, let me get some of the guys in there. Hank and Ricky, what are you guys' thoughts?
I don't know, man. Like, what's the difference between narcissism and confidence? You know what I mean? If we being honest, right? Especially, and hey, you're a genius, JR. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, JR. You're a genius, right? Right. So when it comes to, especially in these spaces, right? These spaces, I don't settle. I don't do this. I shouldn't have to settle. The world is mine. I should get everything I need. La la la. Like, if that's the case, damn near everybody on this place is a goddamn narcissist. Right? Because you value what you want over everybody else, right? And damn if you got to go through hell and high water to get it, right? It should be perfect. It should be great. I should have no obstacles or anything to overcome for it to come to me, right? No hard work, no nothing. I'm pretty, I'm cute. That's what it is. Give it to me. You know what I'm saying? I got a job. I make $100K a year. I'm 6 figures. I'm cute. I'm over 6 feet. I got big DE. You know what I'm saying? I drive a Beamer. Give it to me. Just my opinion.
I agree. I think that everybody has become a psychologist or a psychiatrist with no background in it. This is a disorder. You can't label anybody anything unless you have a background or you're able to do a license to do so. While somebody may display narcissistic behaviors, that does not necessarily mean that they're narcissistic. That there is testing that goes along with that. So we have to be very careful with the lingo that we use, the titles, because we're really unsure. Now you can say, hey, you probably need to go see a therapist or a professional to just check to see if you are one. However, I can't label you as one because I don't have those degrees. And I agree, Ricky. I think everybody displays a little bit of all of those things. That doesn't mean you're a narcissist, though.
Well, look, according to what we're saying, that's most women, ain't it?
Listen, narcissism has no gender.
It doesn't.
But listen to what we're saying. What we hear on these panels a lot of times, most of these women, what they want and what they not gonna settle for, what they not gonna accept. That's most of these women you hear. I mean, we used to watch over 2+ hours of Kevin Samuels and hear a lot of these women talk like this.
So we're not really answering the question, though.
Well, the question is the narcissist will work so hard to impress strangers. That's a problem right there. I'm not trying to impress a bunch of strangers. That's an issue. That's social media alone doing that bullshit. I mean, just trying to impress somebody who don't give a damn about you. Not really.
Well, I think that in order for us to have a candid conversation here today, it was best to identify what we all thought a narcissist was in order to even get to the root of the question, right? So I think that's why a lot of us are kind of going around trying to figure out what type of narcissists we're, communicating about, so we can push that further narrative about why, they work so hard to impress a stranger. So I think we're getting to the root of the actual question, but there's layers to it.
So I think we should read the definition, though.
Well, have JR pull it up.
I got it. I already got it. Hold on. Narcissist, a person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. A person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. That's what a narcissist is.
I think this what Kelly was talking about.
Oh, my bad.
No. I'm not talking about the definition. I was just adding this on as well. When we before you read the definition, she brought this up about where it originated from. So it's my first time.
He fell in love with his own reflection in the pool of water. Yeah.
Okay.
Staring at it for the remainder of his life, and he died looking at himself.
Okay, so I think we have kind of like a premises, but I know you was talking. Here, go ahead.
No, to me, like I said, it seems like it's most women who feel that way, and we're probably gonna go into more detail with your with the meat part of the subject, because I'm sure this is touching on it too. We'll see when we talk about them standards.
I agree. I can't speak on the narcissist part because I don't know if I've ever met one, who's been diagnosed as one. But I can say that there are people who try to go above and beyond to impress people. I've done it myself. Whether you're posting something on Instagram for the likes, like we were talking about the last comment, whether you're doing anything to be impressive, you get ready to go to the club, you don't want to wear something, those high shoes, 6 inches, those things aren't comfortable, but you try to be impressive. You're trying to look nice. Yeah. So I think we all have it in us.
Yeah.
So you think dressing nice has to do with impressing people? It's not just like,
oh yeah, I dress to impress for sure. Like I do. I think you want to dress nice for yourself, absolutely. But sometimes we go to the point where we're trying to be impressive, and that's not for ourselves. I mean, yes, I think some people do it for themselves, but come on, let's be honest here. You do like the attention. Most people like the attention. And I'm not
going to go out in a trash bag, but that doesn't have anything to do with someone else. I like to look nice.
Well, I thought y'all do it just because y'all want me to shoot my shot.
We're talking about in general. So you're thinking we're talking about in general, taking you out of the equation. If I'm speaking in general, I think that people.
I agree with that, Shantae. I think you meet somebody, you may meet somebody, y'all going on a date. You want to look your best. You want to make sure that he knows that you're looking good. You want to impress him, especially if you've gotten to that point where you are going on that first date. I think he's going to show up wanting to impress you as well. I think it's a equal give and take to want to impress the person that you're interested in. You want them to like you, and you will hope that they like you in return.
Yeah, I just want to say that I think that that word is just being loosely, and I think everybody had their own definition to what a narcissist is, and it's different. So when somebody labels somebody a narcissist, I think it's just according to however they think about it. I was just recently called a narcissist, and that's the first time I've ever been called that in my life. And I'm just like, what? So that's what prompted me. When I seen this, I'm like, oh, we got to speak on this, because how the hell am I a narcissist?
Really? I don't get that from you.
I didn't get it either, but I had to go do a deep dive. And of course I got triggered. And so I brought it up on the panel right now.
He said he got triggered. I know that's right, JR.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it,
Did
man.
you look up the definition to see if you identified with it?
No, I didn't care. I mean, people say shit all the time. I really don't care. I didn't look it up. I found out when Ricky just read it just now what it actually really was. So I really don't. I mean, people say shit all the time. You can't control what people think, what they say. At the end of the day, my whole theory is, as I get older, people are just gonna keep falling off, and when it's time for me to transition, it's gonna only be me. So can't worry about what everybody's saying. I think you should only be concerned about if it's improving your life. Anything that's negative, if you really can't see the logic or attach it to your life to better your life, then don't worry about it. I still think it's important to always listen to what people are saying, because you never know if they might slip something in, might catch you off guard. So I think everybody has something to give and provide. So I don't just want to just shut people down, even though majority of the time, like 90% of the time, they talking, they sound dumb as hell. But it might be that little 10% they might slip something in. So it's all about balance, right? It's all about balance. You gotta be always willing to take a little bit in. I appreciate that. CC said, I don't see narcissism in JI. I don't know.
Maybe you did something that seemed kind of.
Oh no, we're not. So what we're not gonna do is you already led and said that you wasn't a professional.
Understand the situation.
Now you're trying to take us down this whole path.
Trying to diagnose. We have to diagnose it.
Yeah. You
I
just
don't
said
diagnose.
we got so many people on YouTube that's trying to contradiction yourself there, Shantae.
So just tell us the story, and we'll let you know.
It's no story. It's no story. There you go fishing again too.
I think I personally don't use the word, but I think that I know you said that it didn't bother you, Lapeef, but I think it kind of did touch you a little bit.
Here we go. Now
we're
shaming
talking
me.
about it.
I'm not shaming.
We're talking about it.
Hank, I need some reinforcement, man. The ladies.
I got you, man. Let a man show his vulnerable, and then what do y'all do? Y'all pounce on him, man. Like some hyenas. Don't do that. Stand down. Simmer down, ladies.
But what? We didn't know that there was a story behind it. So JR said that there was a story behind it. So now everybody wants to know.
I feel like you want to share.
What can we say? It's what we got to deal with sometimes.
It's hold on. What is this? It's my right. It's my choice, or whatever it is.
My body, my choice.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's my mind, my choice. So we're gonna go ahead and move on.
Use our own words against him.
You guys just tune in.
If you guys want to know the story.
Why don't you can call into the Friday show and talk to Ricky about it.
You sure could.
Yeah. You guys are hilarious.
LIT, don't you?
You talking about she had a big cut, big body. You talking about Tanya, right, Hank?
Yeah, Tanya had a big body. LIT.
I saw that shit too.
She turned up. Oh, okay. I see you, big brother.
Hey, I had some of that Wolfie last night. It's pretty good, bro.
Huh?
You said what?
A lot of people don't know about that though.
Did you like it? You said
yeah.
Stuff,
I had it with some Coke. It's fire.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and turn up after this Sunday service here. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Moving on to our next topic, top of the afternoon. Here we go. What you laughing at, Hank? You on demon time, Hank.
Every day,
Hank
baby.
is always on demon time.
Yeah.
My boy.
I tell you
So,
what, push the button. Chantel said that horny word.
It's
Oh, shit.
Shantae.
Listen, let him call me Chantel. It's okay.
Hey, you know what? I think Shantae said that last week. Then she say, he can call me whatever he want.
Hey, Shantae, just change your
He
name
did.
and the moniker. Just change it
He
to Shantae.
did.
Yeah, right. And then she said it again. I'm seeing this.
Yeah, she gave me that
Okay.
green light.
Hey, Hank.
She said you can call her whatever you want. Just call her, Hank.
I know that's
You
right.
adding on now, Ricky.
Well, y'all good and silly.
Here we go. Women don't understand that you got to do wife shit to become a wife. And that's where I got my next question from. Next topic. Do women have to do wifey things to become a wife?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
They have to know why they're wifing you. And I think we talked about this before, that a lot of people didn't want to do the cooking and they didn't want to do the cleaning. They didn't want to do that. Well, how in the hell are they supposed to vet you if they don't know? You got to be able to show. You don't have to do it all the time, but they have to at least be able to see the effort of you being able to be his wife. If you're not doing anything and you're waiting to be a wife, you're not even going to become a wife because they don't know that you can even do the wifely things that they need you to do.
It's supposed to be a surprise. Like, by the way, I do. Guess what? I can cook.
Ellie.
Nah, it ain't supposed to be no surprise.
Now, Kelly.
Look, this not Chloe, baby girl.
Surprise is she for you while y'all in the girlfriend phase, and then she married and she don't cook no more. That's a surprise.
Hey, look here. Siobhan had me all excited, ready to go. I was horny as hell. Then Kelly come here with that bullshit, man. I just went limp with it. Stop that, Kelly. You got to show.
It was a joke.
What you all supposed to be. Don't do that,
joke,
man.
It was
That's some
joke,
bull crap, man. That's some bull crap. Look here. You got to prove to me what you can do. You got to prove it. If to me, that's what you accept, and that's between you and that man you dealing with. For me, you got to show me you could be a wife. And if you can't show me, I don't want to deal with you. You're not going to wait for me to put that ring on your finger and say, oh, now all of a sudden you're going to show me. No, you won't get that ring. You will not get that blessing on my last name. There's no way. You got to show me you can do it. And you got to show me you're consistent. I don't want to see 1 week here, 1 week off. 1 week here. No, we're not doing that. I need for you to consistently be consistent about this situation. Show me you could be a wife. And I'm going to prove that I could be a husband to you every day.
There you go. I'm going to let Ricky in. I know Ricky was trying to get in. Hold on, ladies.
Yeah, man.
How bad, Rick?
No, you all good.
Y'all be cheating yourselves. Y'all don't hear me. Y'all say he cheating on you, but y'all really be cheating yourselves. Right? That's why he cheat on you. But that's another story, right? The thing is this.
It's like a Friday topic.
Right? The thing is this, right? This is why I tell y'all, and we discussed this on the show Friday. If y'all was there, it was lit. I'm sorry you missed it, right? But this is why I tell you, just be right. Stay in your feminine, be the woman that you are, because if you did, you get all the answers you needed. Every single question would be answered, right? But y'all out here being 35% of the woman, 35% of a woman, 25%, 50%. Right? I'm not buying 50% of a pack of cheese. I'm not buying half a house, a car that only got 2 wheels on it. Right? So listen, I need y'all to listen.
Did you hear what I said?
It's Sunday, but I'm about to give all y'all ladies some free game. Be the woman you are. Stay in your feminine. Right? Because you'll get every answer you needed. You can cook, burn. Whenever he come over, baby, what you want to eat. Right? Be the woman you are. Because if he takes advantage of it and doesn't reciprocate as a man, you got your answer. And if you do all these things and the man you are courting, that's courting you, and he about his business, guess what? He gonna take you off the market and you got your answer. Right? But that would require you being a woman at all times, being a lady, rocking in your feminine, right? But we don't want to talk about that though, right? Nobody wants that responsibility.
Listen, I said this when we first started doing She Critique, and the ladies jumped down my throat. Some of them, not all of them. I think you are doing a disservice to yourself when you are trying to hold back from doing feminine things because you're like, I want to get the ring, I want to get the ring, but you aren't being authentically who you are. Like, show that man that is what you want. Nobody is saying be with this person for 5 years doing wifely duties. Hell, I don't even think be with this person for a year doing wifely duties and it isn't being reciprocated and he isn't showing you that this is where the relationship is going. I don't even think you should even get in a relationship with anybody until you have sat down and you have had that tough conversation. You have vetted each other properly and you determine if you guys align. So I think sometimes people tend to get it confused and say, oh, you're doing these wifely things, but you still didn't get a ring. Well, sis, how long was you doing it? Because nobody is saying being stupid. Nobody is saying continue to do these things. And this man isn't showing you that this is the direction he's trying to move into. But I don't think you do. It is to stop doing yourself a disservice and being who you are because you like, I don't want to give what's that stupid ass term? Why buy the cow when you can get the milk?
Why buy the cow when you get the milk?
Yeah, like, listen, be who you are. Show that person who you are. And in return, they're going to show you who they are and have the conversation. Don't be dumb. Nobody's saying do all of this stuff and then he just taking advantage of you. Like, what? Come on now. Let's
I do remember that conversation, but I think that you clarified, just like you said, and I do absolutely agree with what you say. I think that the problem is a lot of women are in this situation, but are not like you. They are doing most of it, and he's not reciprocating. I think that that's what they were. That conversation was saying those women who aren't getting the reciprocation should not be the only one giving. But you are absolutely right. If it's in you, if you cook every day, what is it a big deal to cook for your man? Why are you stopping? Treat your man like a king. Because I'm gonna tell you, if I get one, baby, his feet will be massaged, oiled down.
Say it again.
You know?
Say it again.
Not let this go.
I'm gonna show you why you
Champagne. I do not like feet, but let me tell you something. The right man,
What's wrong with feet? I actually like rubbing feet. That's my thing for some reason.
Yes, listen, let me tell y'all. Tanya Yvonne gives the best massage. She's a masseuse on the side, baby.
Simmer down, Hank. Simmer down, Hank. Simmer down.
Look at his face.
I'm loving it, ladies. I'm loving it.
I grew up with my mother when my father was coming home, and she would take off his boots and just start rubbing his feet. He didn't even shower yet, and she would just start rubbing his feet, and I see that it rubbed off on me. So, when my man gets home, I'm going to take off his shoes, rub his feet. I know men like their little temporalis rubbed here to fall asleep. I'm gonna do all that. That's just the way I am.
Man,
so I see nothing wrong at all with doing wifely duties.
Like y'all, like girls don't even do the look. Man, rub your man head when he lay next to you.
Exactly. That's
brush
it
his
right
hair.
there.
You don't like, man, like y'all crazy, man.
Y'all all over my man. Listen, I want you to be up under me. I'm up under you. Listen. It's borderline somewhat annoying, but you miss it when I'm not around. Like, man, I miss her doing this, just being up under me. But listen, you don't know I love and like you and appreciate everything that you're doing and bringing into this household.
But see, Ricky, I know you said rubbing his head and everything, but sometimes, like, if a man has a beard, they want you to like touch and go through their beard. You see what I'm saying? I'd rather go through the beard than the hair. Now, if they don't have a beard, that's not my problem. Then I gotta, touch their little head or whatever.
Now, Siobhan, we're not putting limitations on what we're doing for our man.
But this is what I'm saying, right?
I feel this.
And this is what I say. Like, me being a man is not conditional. I gotta represent myself as a man at all times. You being a woman shouldn't be conditional. You a lady. You a lady. You should be a lady at all times. It don't matter if an idiot approach you or a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. You are supposed to be a woman at all times. It's not no switch you can turn on and off. And that's really y'all problem.
So are you saying, let me just get clarity. Are you saying that we should rub their legs too?
No. What I'm saying is this, Shantae, right? Again, y'all is under this impression that, I'm only gonna do it, when this certain criteria has been applied, when you should be that way all times. Right? Mm-hmm. Because like I said, this wasn't supposed to be no guessing game. See, this is what, like I be saying, where the trust comes in. This ain't no guessing game. You the person you are, I'm the person I am. If I see value in you, and I'm gonna make it happen. Right? But if I'm guessing, oh, you know what, sometimes, like, I don't do women who bring me food on a paper plate. You see on Instagram all these people, like, why you ain't got no plates in your house? That's not ladylike. You microwaving meals with styrofoam and shit, getting radiation and poison all in you. Like,
hey, I hate that shit, man.
You heard what I said?
Hey, somebody put some hot ass food on a paper plate and that shit melted. Like, you don't think that shit is food?
You see what I'm saying? And these are things people like y'all need to stop thinking dudes dumb. Dudes ain't dumb. We just don't say shit. We just use you and move on.
20 minutes.
So let me ask you a question. When we're talking about doing these things, this is when we're dating with intent. Because first of all, I just don't allow any man in my house. So that's first and foremost. So if you're talking about the dating, you're saying any man, you are talking, I just want to specify, you are talking about the man that you are dating with intent.
But you should be, any man that's worth your time, you should be being intentional with. Right. Why you just dating out here willy-nilly, catching bodies and shit?
Well, you date to see if you want to date them.
You court.
Well, you go in for intent when you go into a date, but when you're going to the courting stage, then you can come to the house.
You should be dating with intent. If that man, look, people can fake it as much as they want. Everybody can fake it. We out here in this world, right? But the thing is if you put it out there, you should put what you're looking for up front. If you dating a dude, hey, where you at? You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be out here forever. What's going on? Oh, bet. And if he run from that, buy him some shoes. Buy him some Nikes. If he running from it, buy him some Nikes because he's doing you a favor. Right? But if a man intentional and you presenting the value from him, and if he real and he into you, hopefully like you into him. And again, another problem is that women that date a man, they don't even have no intention with being with you. Why are you giving people your time when you don't see them as a partner for life? That doesn't make sense to me.
But you know what, Ricky? Like some men, two people can have a conversation about being intentional, and there can be a total understanding on both ends. And sometimes a man will still lie about being intentional.
Facts. And it again, let me explain, right? He is not your responsibility. You are. It is not your job to save a man or convince a man to do any goddamn thing, ladies. Right? So oh yeah, baby, I want to show you the world, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you the one. You the one. I'm telling you the one, right? I'm gonna show you the one. When I don't show you, you got a decision to make. The problem is y'all don't want to make the decision.
Can
I speak on this?
Tell you anything, but are they showing you? You can't just believe people tell you anything, but if that action isn't following, it's like, yeah, you definitely got a decision to make. So, and then don't complain about it later. If you're not getting the results that you're looking for, you signed up for that bullshit.
Can I speak on this? Because I think when I said it was going to be a surprise, you guys took that seriously. Oh, that was just a joke. Do women have to do wifey things to become wife? I say absolutely yes. But I think what happens a lot of times is women do wifey things for fuck boys and they end up getting fucked over. So if a man is intentional, if he's truly showing you he's interested and he wants to move forward and have a future with you, I don't think you should give those wifely things to every man. I think you should, and it's not saying, I think you should wait and see where the intention lies, but I think a lot of women do make it easy for men. I think this was a topic on, I think Let's Talk one time. They said, do the pick-me's make it easier for a man? And men aren't going to stop you from cooking for them or cleaning for them because, hey, I don't have to do my laundry. She's doing it for me. She's coming over, bringing me food. But they don't want you for the future. So I don't think you should just give that to every man. You should make sure that is where you guys are headed. That should be a conversation that you have between the two of you. And in that, you should definitely show him your wifely qualities. But that's not something you should just pour. Once you meet a man, you're like, this is the guy I want to be with. He should definitely see everything you have to offer. Because it's like when a man is interested in you, he's looking at everything that you do. He's paying attention. He's watching how you move because he's looking at you. Could this woman be my wife? Could she be in my life? How would it look if she's in my world? So yes, I think you should show him exactly who you're going to be is a preview of what you guys are going to be together. So that's how I really feel about it. It shouldn't be a surprise.
So Kelly, you do the paper plates or you do the regular plate? Which
one? Oh, I don't own paper plates. I hate them. They cause radiation. They're carcinogens. If you microwave it, you can get cancer eventually. So I don't even do plastic Tupperware. It wasn't allowed in my house.
I don't do plastic Tupperware either.
Barbecue tasting like styrofoam. It's not cool.
All right. If you guys are just tuning in, welcome to Lapeef Sundays. Make sure you guys get the likes up. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Damn, start those super chats. Do we have any come through? I think we got a couple of them come through.
On it. To go, what's good? Sorry, I'm 30 minutes behind. If I'm the leader head, I can be controlling. Where anywhere else in life does a leader head not control ish. That's a fact. Colin Dublin, what's good? Narcissism only gets thrown around whenever one party does something the other doesn't like. They're just mad that he or she chose themselves over them. Mistaken again. Hink, check the facts. More men are diagnosed with narcissism than women. That's because most psychologists and people in that area now are female, but you don't want to have that conversation.
Damn.
Mistaken girl. Log in.
I already know what y'all thinking. Yeah. She loves taking up for the women. Mistaken guy. She got a.
That's to be expected. So I'm good with it.
The sisterhood is undefeated, bro. 100,000 to 0, bro.
And so is the brotherhood because y'all take up for yourselves.
Negative. I take up for men. I don't take up for the wrong ones y'all choosing. I take up for men.
No.
All right, y'all. Let's not get triggered on the panel, y'all. We know where that led us, right? Okay. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I ran across this conversation I was listening to, and they said if a man has options, he uses social media to explore his options. But if a man doesn't have options, he uses social media to find love. Would you guys say this is a true statement? What are you guys' thoughts?
Yes.
Okay, elaborate. Explain.
There's a lot of people who've gotten married via meeting on social media. A lot of men will shoot their shot because it's a plethora of women to choose from, and it's a dating app you don't have to pay for.
So if he doesn't have options, he's more likely to use social media, not just Instagram, but social media to find love. Whereas,
because whereas
men that have options,
I think they all use it.
I don't know. Like a lot of men, they're not as confident in person. Like they may not be able to just walk up to a woman and just say, "Hey, I like you. Can we go on a date?" But in social media, there's that buffer area where, okay, if she rejects me, it's not so bad because we're not in person. She's not just saying no right in front of me. So they'll try, I think, more so on a dating app or social media than they will in person.
Rejection is rejection, though.
Yeah, but I've had guys hit me up on
it still
on
doesn't
social
feel
media.
good.
I've had guys hit me up on social media that would never, ever approach me in person.
Rejection though, Kelly. It still doesn't feel good. Nobody wants to be rejected, regardless if it's online or in person. Nobody wants that.
I think it hits more when it's in person, though. You know, my opinion.
And there are guys who have women just come up to them. They don't even have to try. They just get it thrown at them on a consistent basis. They don't need to search for women. The women just come to them. There are those men.
All right, Miss Shantae, what are your thoughts about it?
I think men they love all the options. I don't think that just because you have options in real life, you're just gonna stop. You see a nice looking woman on social media, you wouldn't shoot your shot, you know, because you may never have an opportunity to meet this person, in person. So I think that I don't think that that's what was the question again? I want to know if I'm saying yes or no to the right thing.
It's not really a question, but it's a statement.
All men.
Okay,
I think all men use social media. I don't think it has anything to do with your options because you're.
I'm just trying to figure out what frequency you on.
What happened? What?
You asked the question, he was answering it.
Oh, go ahead. Okay, go ahead. Sorry. Told you I got a migraine.
I don't know. I need some of that kush you got over there, Shantae. That's some good shit.
Listen, I took a aspirin. I'm just trying. Go ahead.
You just taking everything, huh?
Have you ever had a migraine? Go ahead. Okay.
I lost my train. No, it's not a question. It's really a statement. It said if a man has options, he uses social media to explore his options. But if he doesn't have options, he uses social media to find love. It's not just Instagram, but just social media as a whole. Yeah.
Gotcha. I think that
it's okay. Take your time.
Yeah, I mean, because out of love can come from options, right? So even if let's just say you explore your options on social media, you may fall in love with one of those options. So
what?
Yeah, I've seen people who met on. I've read articles where they met online, and this guy is like what you would consider a top tier guy. So, isn't that the question? And that's finding love.
It always seems every time we put a question on, people just like twist it to the
end. If a man has options, he uses social media to explore his options. But if he doesn't have options, he uses it to find love. I think that they both use it to find. It can be either or. Okay. Both of them.
You're not getting triggered, are you?
No, I'm just trying to clarify. That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry. Maybe my words aren't coming out right, but that's
got a little aggressive.
No, I just want to be clear.
I think it depends on what he may be looking for at that particular time. Like if he's not looking to settle down, take anybody serious, then and he already got options. If you already got options, you don't necessarily have to go to social media to explore those. Like, because this sounds like a man that when he walk out his door, it's like option. That's kind of what I'm taking from it. But I don't think if he doesn't have options, then maybe he isn't putting himself out there to have options. So I think it's different ways that you can kind of look at it. But I think the biggest thing is it depends on what that man is looking for. If you're looking for something serious, then yeah, you might use social media to try to find love if that's what you want. But if you're not looking for anything serious and you're just you keeping your options open, you're just doing you. I think it depends on what he's looking for.
I think social media definitely enhances it because whether he has options or not, I mean, if he's just looking to go on social media to find someone for his 20 minutes, then, that's where he's, but like you said, you have the others who don't have that many options that when they do walk out the door, women aren't like coming to them. So, they might go on social media and start liking your pictures from 200 weeks ago. So.
Because even though he has options, it may not be the options he wants, right? Options doesn't mean they're necessarily, I have options, but that don't mean I like them.
So then in that case, maybe he can use social media to explore other options because maybe the options that he currently has isn't what he really wants. I don't know.
Wouldn't eHarmony or those dating apps be like social media? Would that not be social media? You finding love through?
I think so.
So rich men of status do that all the time because they don't have time.
I think it just depends on what you're looking for.
Right.
Yeah. You're looking for your 20 minutes. You're looking for love.
All right, let me get some of the men in here, man. Y'all going ham over there. What's up, Hank and Ricky?
What? Like, I don't know a good answer for this question. I'm gonna leave this one alone. I don't know a good answer for this question.
Okay.
He's not getting hit on by men, and so
exactly. So I wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? Strong men or weak men. I don't date none of them. So
right, I got you. Hank, you want to shed a little light with what the lady said?
Yeah, I don't know what to say about this one either, JR. But as a man, I tell men all the time, exercise your options. you got them, use them. If you don't, then just sit back and watch and learn.
All right. When it comes to this the statement, how I looked at it was that if a man has options, I don't really see him taking the time to really explore options online. I think the option is going to be there whether he's online or not, so he don't really have to go searching for it. Now, however, I can see on the second part of that where men that don't have options, they may be likely to turn to social media because they don't know how to approach a woman, and they may use those tactics that we spoke about earlier, whether it's hardened or trying to get a woman's attention and actually looking for love using social media. So that's just how I looked at it. I don't think a man that has like real options, I'm not just talking about every now and then, they don't have to use social media.
I don't think they have to. I think they do, though.
I mean, as a sport, yeah. Probably as a sport, if they bought or maybe somebody reached out to them and they finally seen it or something like that, and they may toy around with it. But I don't think they sitting there exploring their options. Like, look, I just can't find love out here, so let me go and look online and see what my options are.
You can't find true love. You know how hard it is to find true love?
I think
true love is hard to find. It's not like it's just a. Never mind. Go ahead.
Tanya, what you say?
I said I disagree because I think they do.
Do they do what?
I know they do.
On social media, looking for that 20 minutes or looking for that love.
I mean, okay. Like a man that's really had options out there, if shit at some point
he's still looking. He's still on social media looking.
At some point in time,
but you want something new.
Okay.
You want some fresh meat, some new meat.
So what about the headache?
I mean, hey, that's just a part of. Unfortunately.
Okay. All right.
You know.
All right. If you guys just tuning in, welcome to Lapeef-ING Sundays. Make sure you get the likes up. Also subscribe to the channel. Had a few super chats came through.
Okay. Me University, day zero. I told her Kool-Aid wasn't sweet enough. You get it? Day zero. Purposaurus Rex. You stupid. Xavier Foster, why are you even dating a person you wouldn't show wifely qualities to?
What is dating? Dating is just going on a date to even see if you like the person, right?
Quit wasting your.
How would you know you're wasting your time? Listen, don't do it. Don't do it. I said, he called me Chantel, not Ricky. Listen, dating to me means you're introducing yourself to even see if you like. Of course, you're gonna go on it with intent to, go to the next level. But when I'm dating, I'm just trying to see if I even like you like that.
Okay.
I'm not inviting you to my house.
Okay.
I don't think nobody can say you keep bringing up this house. Nobody's saying nothing about your house, Chantel.
Now, how can you cook for somebody if they don't come to you? How could you give them a plate, a real plate, if they're not at your house?
At his house.
He's got paper plates. I can give him whatever he.
What are you talking about?
And I ain't going to his house.
Someone
I ain't going to his house either.
Yeah.
Someone that you've been going
on dates.
Like I think she didn't have no comeback for that one, Ricky. So she just.
No, I think when we say obviously in the dating stage, you're physically dating, you're going out doing activities, he's taking you out, y'all are doing things. So I think you're caught up on the dating part where we're saying when it gets to that point and you're in a relationship,
Oh, that's what I said. That's not dating to me.
In the early stages, you're getting to know each other. You're going on dates. You're having these conversations, seeing if it's going to go past this certain point. So no, nobody is saying Shantae on
no, that's but you just said what you're just saying the same thing I'm saying. I'm not chilling. We're not Netflix and chilling.
But
if you're dating a man, if you're going out with a man for 3 to 4 months, you wouldn't invite him over to.
I like you. I'm going out with you. You got a second date. I like you. I'm cooking.
Hey, Ricky.
Yes,
you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I hear what the ladies are saying. But I think you're saying from day one they should be exhibiting some type of like wifey behavior. It doesn't have to equate to a plate, but there are so many other things that will give guys clear indications that you can be a wife. The potential.
And it's, to be honest, JR, it's not for the guys. It's for you. It's for you to get the appropriate feedback to know if this guy is worth your time.
Absolutely. Oh, I agree with that, Dan. I was taking it to the plate. We were talking about the plates and stuff.
I know, it's all right.
I was always taught that.
Things were clarifying.
So your answers and the certain questions you ask gonna let me know that you're wifey material. So in the midst of the conversation, I'm gonna find out about what we talking about. On how you respond is gonna let me know. So it's more than about just you making me a plate, and if you're gonna put it on paper, plastic, or whatever the case may be, but just some of the conversations we're gonna have. And some of the conversation needs to be talking about marriage. What is your opinion about being married? Do you believe in marriage? Some of those questions need to be asked regardless. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would think so.
A lot of men aren't asking those questions, especially when they're younger.
They're not.
Well, then the women should be asking those questions. If he's not, you should.
Well, I was always taught that people don't remember what you do. They don't remember what you say, but they remember how you make them feel. Mm-hmm. So I think when dealing with the man, you should always make sure like you leave that lasting impression with him. Like when he leaves you, he's like longing to be back with you because the time with you was so enjoyable or the conversation was like amazing. And I don't think you have to do anything outside of your normal self if that's who you really are.
But Kelly, if you ask the right questions, that's going to leave a lasting impression on the man too. I promise you it will.
Right or wrong.
Not
right or wrong.
Style, like, hey,
right or wrong.
And how many babies do you want to have? That's going to scare men.
Then scare his ass away.
It's not going to scare the right man. Now it might scare the wrong man that's not ready for that.
If he's not ready, if he's running, buy him shoes.
I was just wondering, when do you want to get married?
I've been praying for triplets, so
3 to 6 months.
I let it be known.
Oh, wow.
But I think that we're mixing being a wifey and being a lady. Like those are two, you should always be a lady.
I think we just probably overcomplicating it.
Okay.
Yeah, we just got to kind of simplify it a little bit. I mean, just be a lady at all times.
Yes.
Be intentional. If you're intentional, be intentional with that man. Same thing for the man. If you want to be a wife, I think you should exhibit some wife behavior. You don't have to be nasty, but
of course,
if you don't do it, then the next woman will. So you're gonna have to either be that potential, or somebody else gonna be that potential.
I agree.
And he should be exhibiting husbandly qualities, right?
Yes, definitely.
Absolutely. Nobody is saying you exhibit all these qualities and he isn't giving you anything in return. At that point, you're being stupid.
Yeah. Right.
If he's not, you better leave his ass at the goddamn restaurant.
Exactly.
I think Kelly was just clarifying, just for the record.
Just want to make sure.
We just want you to know.
One side.
Don't even sit through the meal. Say, you know what, this ain't for me, and get up and walk out. Call you an Uber if he picks you up.
It's time for me to.
I do want to ask the panel a question. Like, have you guys ever walked out on a date before?
Hell yeah. Okay. I said I was going to the restroom and I ran to my car. I was out.
Damn. Okay.
No, I've never done that.
Damn.
He must have been hella trifling for you to do that. You had to be sitting with a horrible person for me to do something like that. Look at that experience.
Let me tell you something, okay? Every time I ordered, he was like, how much was that? How much is this? And I was like, it was happy hour. He's like, get something off the happy hour thing, right? So then I told the lady he had went to the restroom and he was like, what did he say? No, the waiter was like, "Are you okay?" 'Cause, you know, my facial expressions be crazy sometimes. I was like, "Girl, give me the strongest drink you got up in here." So he came back and he kept saying like, "Oh, I gotta pee." I'm like, "So go. Like, what are you telling me for? Like, this is just." I just kept sipping my drink, girl.
Maybe he's frugal. Maybe he just likes to, you know, there are some people with money are some of them are just that's just who they are. That's their personality. They just
no,
but don't ask how much.
Then pick a restaurant that stays. Then pick a restaurant that stays within your budget. If you're gonna monitor everything that I eat off the menu, because at that point I would have been like, "Honey, what do you want to eat? I got it." He chose in the last date. That it wouldn't have been no follow-up dates. Number deleted, blocked, everything. No.
That doesn't mean walk out.
No, I wouldn't have walked out. I would have said, "Honey, what do you want to eat? It's on me. I got it. What do you want?" Because I'm gonna order accordingly. So what do you want? I got it. And then after that, there's nothing else.
So you talk, Siobhan. I'm sorry. Go ahead, finish that. I'm sorry.
No. I'm just saying. After that, there's like no other interaction needed. After
So Siobhan, you talking about on the first date? Is that what he did for you?
It was
I'm not taking your ass to a restaurant. Period. On the first date, you going to the goddamn Starbucks or the coffee shop. That's what we're going on the first date.
You know, there are nice coffee shops besides Starbucks. You can go to and it's the same price.
That's cool, but that's what I'm telling you. That's the equivalent to the type of place we're going on the first date. I'm not taking you to a restaurant. You may not deserve a restaurant.
My car was sitting. The table wasn't too far from my car, so I got in my car and I went home. I gave the lady $30 for my food and I left. Oh, I don't know what happened after that.
All right, so we got to keep pushing on. Appreciate that story, Siobhan. Again, if you guys haven't already, make sure to hit the like button. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's time to get to the meat. And we know the ladies like the meat. I know Hank spoke about the meat earlier. Yeah, let the meat marinate, right, Hank? Pause.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Ready to throw it on the grill now, baby. Let's cook. Yeah.
Let it cook in the oven. Yeah. Okay, it's getting, I don't know where it's going, Hank, but let me go ahead and push on. I'm gonna go ahead and play this. I got a couple clips. You guys seen the people on the thumbnail. I'm gonna play the situation because we have this rapper to the left, right there. That's his ex-girlfriend, and apparently he had some standards that he wanted to set at the beginning of their relationships, and she agreed to it in the beginning, and then towards the end of it, she realized that she didn't want to lower her standards when it came to pleasing him. So you have to sometimes lower your standards when it comes to dating, but let me go ahead and get a little context.
I can't tell y'all how hard it is for me to sleep, or how hard it is for me to get up and face reality, because this was not my reality a week ago. I can't tell y'all how hard it is, because I love so hard, and I love harder and harder and harder every time, and this one hurts the most. Because I really thought that I was gonna marry this man.
I know you starting to grow feelings for me, but I want to let you know who I am as a person. First and foremost, I don't see myself at this time period, with me being 19 years old, with me have not experienced my 20s and all this stuff. I do not see me being just loyal to you. But in the beginning, I told her, I said, yo, I'm a loyal individual, but I can't sit here and lie to you and say, if I be with you, it's just gonna be you the only person I'm gonna have sex with, or you would be the only partner. And she took it in and she was like, no, that's different. It's different. I appreciate your honesty. Nobody's ever been that honest and straight up with me. If we was to get together, we could work. I think I could work with that. All right, so boom. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, in the process of this, I think I found my match for my.
There was more videos, but I'm not going to play all of that. But you guys get the point. You know, he said it in the beginning, what it is that he was looking for and how he wanted their relationship to be. You know, she agreed to it, but on the back end, she realized she couldn't take it. So you need to lower your standards in dating. I'm looking at some of the expressions on some of the ladies' faces. I don't know what that mean.
I don't feel bad for.
What's his name? Is he a popular rapper?
It is.
Yeah, he got a lot of dope songs.
It is hilarious. Like, sis, you, first of all, I got a problem with you on the internet crying. Like, girl, go cry in peace.
Crocodile tears.
Go cry in your bedroom. Why you on the internet crying? And you crying, you broke your own heart. You signed up for this shit, and now you crying because no, what you were thinking was you're delusional, and you were thinking that this man told you what it was up front. And you were thinking, oh, but I know when I get with him, I could probably change him. He might, when he get with me, he might fall in love with X, Y, and Z. And now you done broke your own heart. And now you're on the internet looking crazy, crying to millions of people that are laughing at you, sis. And he's 19. First of all, you're almost 30. Why are you even entertaining a 19-year-old? That's to begin with. Why would you even expect a 19-year-old to even understand or grasp the concept of marriage, to even want to get married? Like, girl.
But at least he telling her though. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
so at least he was honest enough to tell her, but she still tried to take that honesty and paint a different picture. And then when she realized she couldn't handle that shit, now you on the internet crying, talking about, I really thought I was going to marry this man. Why? He didn't tell you that. He didn't tell you that in the beginning. So why did you think you was going to marry this man? Like, girl, bye.
All right, so I know we got a bunch of ladies on the panel. Let me get a guy in real quick, and then we'll go back to the ladies. Go ahead, Ricky.
I don't see the problem with anything he did. Not one. Right? See, this is not called lowering your standard. This is called compromising your morality. That's what that was. Right? See, she knew what she was after. The thing is, she thought he didn't know what she was after. Right? Why would you, if this is not something you know in your heart you didn't believe in, break your own moral code? For him, no. Because if that was the case, you'd have did it for every single other guy that you so-called was in love with.
Did you hear what I said?
But you hold on. You would do it for NLE Chopper though, right? You would do it for Chopper. What's different from Chopper than every other dude you was with? I give you 3 guesses, but you're only gonna need one. That's all I got on it.
She knew, she was crying on the live because she knew her life was about to change. That lifestyle that she got accustomed to, that's why she was really crying.
So did he? I'm confused with this story. So JR, just clarify. So did he broke up with her, or he just wanted multiple women?
No, he told her up front.
Right.
Listen,
At the beginning,
I live a poly life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like you, but this is what I do. So being a woman, and what like Tam said, what most women think we can change that man
to be monogamous.
Pretty much, like, oh, he'll like me out, I put this thing on him and he'll just be with only me, or whatever. But the fact that, what makes you think this man is 19?
Simmer down, Hank.
Huh?
I was just telling Hank to simmer down. You guys started talking that demon talk. His eyes get a little low.
I just need I don't know these people, so I just need clarity.
I'm trying to explain to you. So he's 19. She's around her 30s. I don't understand what makes her think that this man is 19 years old. He's not even allowed to buy alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Or rent a car. You gotta be 25. Like, what makes you think that this man, and he's a rapper, up and coming rapper, or established rapper, whichever it is. What makes you think that this man is really going to be with just you, or just, like, let him live. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's 19. Let him live and explore life. And he told you what it was, but he did say, when he was talking, she said that she think that she can deal with it. That's the key word right there. So that kind of should have been a red flag to him as well. oh, I think I can do it. She's not 100% sure. She's kind of like, on the fence a little bit with it because she said, I think I can deal with it. And then I'm pretty sure there were signs, that she was giving him, or arguments that they probably were having about him stepping out or going to his shows and doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? So the signs were there.
He's 19. He wasn't looking at no damn red flags.
All right, you guys. So I kind of want to flip it, right? So let's say, he's older and she's a younger woman. Let's say he's 35 and he presented her with the same information on the front end. And let's just say she's 28.
I think it's still the same. He told her, listen, I want to smash, more than one people. You know what I'm saying? I like you. You probably my main chick. But when I'm out on the road, I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to take care of home. I'm going to do my thing. And if she chose to agree with that, then why are you getting upset? You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely like, I think Tam or Shantae said, he wasn't talking about no marriage. She was talking about, I thought I'm supposed to marry this man. At 19, he wasn't talking about marrying you, especially if he's telling you that he want to live a poly life. You know what I'm saying? So you decided to move forward with this man, knowing what he's about, knowing that you guys are going to be mixing juices, but you still chose to keep it going.
And the fact that even if we change the age, JR, it still doesn't change the fact that he's being upfront with you with what it is from the beginning. So now you have a choice to make, because a lot of times some women don't get a choice. Some people and some men don't get a choice. They'll present themselves one way, excuse me, and even show you that this might be what they want, and then later on flip it. So this man is telling you what it is up front. You have a choice, baby girl. You make the decision for what is best for you. You didn't make the right decision, and now you on the internet crying, trying to get a reaction from him and get his attention. And girl, he's probably laid up, probably got another chick in the bed right now while you on the internet crying and people
laughing at her.
Hold on. Y'all not gonna shame him. I mean, he might be a good guy. I mean, he might not be laying in bed. So he may be in the studio working on some music.
But
he may be in the studio working on some music, y'all.
He seemed like a bad guy.
Let me speak on this, man.
Shaming him. He made it clear what he was and was not looking for. And you have no choice but to respect that. I respect that from anybody when they come and tell you what it is.
Because some men don't do it.
I'm kind of surprised. I'm kind of surprised that the women not attacking him because he's 19 and she's 27.
That's her fault.
I mean, come on now. Like men, y'all like older women anyway, especially,
No, I'm just
you 19, 20. Oh, I got a 30.
Y'all know what it is.
Where's the women?
Y'all know exactly what it is.
Where's the women at? Where's the women at when they come to holding women accountable?
We are holding her accountable. I heard several people say.
No, but y'all talked about
delusional for dating a 19-year-old.
She just tried to make an excuse for her. She just said, "Oh, no, y'all know y'all like older women. Wrong is wrong, right?
Absolutely.
Wrong is wrong. And you guys always come into the defense of women. Well, of the men. You say, men, you guys are so hard on the women. This is the opportunity right now for you guys to be hard on this woman. That should have been the first thing.
We just was.
I think I did. I think I came right out.
Okay, I missed it.
Just said this. We just were.
Okay,
look here, man. Hey, JR, that woman got put in the right category where she should have been put in. She got put in the whole category. She's a hoe, and she got treated as such. He did exactly what he should have did to her. If I told you what it is, and your sorry ass is gonna stay around, yes,
you get whatever I get.
You get put to the hoe slot, and hoes get treated like hoes should.
Well,
now, guess what he's doing?
He said that she
Let
was
me tell you what he's doing. He's out here vetting a woman to be his lady, and he gonna treat her good while you standing over on the side, being that little hoe that you are. He did right. I don't blame him. I would have did the same thing. He used and abused her for the 20 minutes he need to, and he put her ass out with a lifesaver. I want you again. I hit you on your DMs. Come on over. I need them 20 minutes. Here's a lifesaver. Good night. He did what he's supposed to do. Ain't nothing wrong with what he did. He told the heifer the truth. Y'all always talking about y'all want these men to be honest. Well, guess what? He was honest. Now y'all don't like it because he was honest. He's dead wrong. He shouldn't have did that.
Who said that?
Oh,
You heard me
come on,
listening,
ladies.
Hank. I didn't hear one person say that, Hank.
She got exactly.
Let's talk about the majority of these ladies out here. I'm sure some of them in the chat. I'm sure some of them are watching.
I might change my mind.
Oh, he wrong. He shouldn't have did it like that.
Okay.
Come on, man. The man was honest. He was truthful with her.
And the truth,
but he treated her like a hoe.
The truth of the matter is the dynamic was messed up from the gate, right? Why is you pursuing this 19-year-old? Right? The way he presented the conversation was like, she was like, yo, I want to be with you. This is da woo woo. Right? You 30 years old, chick. So off bat, you was pursuing him, you was chasing him, right? He wasn't chasing you. So again, she got what she deserved. Not what she earned. She got what she deserved.
It just made me cringe watching her. I actually didn't. When I saw it on social media and I knew what was going on, I didn't watch it. But when I just watched it just now, it just made me cringe. Like, come on, girl, you are 30 and you are just snot nosing over a man that told you what it was. So,
can I ask you, like, what part of it made you cringe?
Maturity level, though. That's what they showed. They showed her maturity level, and she's not mature. She's probably the same age as him mentally. So that's why she's acting the way she's acting. She act like a little goddamn girl. But hey, you's a hoe. I treated you as such.
He beat her at her own game. Right? He beat her at her own game. Yeah, I'm going to get in here and put this thing on and whip him up, play the manipulation mind games and get him to flex on over to the way I want to go. Not tonight, sis. Now you heartbroken. You broke your own heart. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Go buy you some Gorilla Glue and put that whole back together. You got what you got what you asked for. And when you get what you asked for, you don't like it. Come on now, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. And I see what you were saying, JR, but I didn't want to speak on it, right? If it was an older man doing that to a younger woman, the internet would be on fire. Y'all be on fire, killing them, boy. Oh, she's so young. She don't know no better. She was finding herself. He's a predator.
Well, he didn't seem victimized. Like he took it like a little man. He was like, look, this is what I said. I thought he handled himself right. I mean, he handled himself to me. What I saw, I've only seen it once this time. I thought he handled himself well. He told you what the situation was. Sorry, you're crying, but I kind of told you this beforehand. Like, I think he handled himself well. She was wrong in the situation.
Well, the thing about it, once he told her, that should have been exit. I got to go. This ain't for me. I'm gonna move on. But that's not what she did. She hung out for them 20 minutes. She got what she deserved.
No, like
she was a hoe, baby, and treat you as such. She just got to accept that. Now she looks like a clown on her crying in public like this.
Like
I'm sorry.
What you say? What you say, Chantel?
Shan freaking Tay.
That's what I said, Shan. Oh.
Don't do it, JR.
I'm sorry.
I
gotta blame Ricky. You gotta blame Ricky, man.
Oh, hey, JR, only I can do that, baby.
Hey, my bad. Hey, my bad.
JR here, but
Shantae, what is it that you were saying?
So I just wanted to see. So Hank is calling her whore because she accepted those terms.
So he said hoe, not whore, but go ahead.
Well, that is the right way to say it, but a hoe. So Hank called her hoe because she accepted those terms.
Hank,
He. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You do it to me.
Well, you know what? I forgot. You guys.
This is a look here. Don't knock our relationship, our cool ass relationship. So, so I just want to see, are you saying that she is a hoe because she accepted those terms? Or are you saying it because you know her behavior from the past?
I'm saying it because she accepted the category he put her in.
Gotcha. So polygamy, if any woman accepts a polygamous relationship, you would say that they are a hoe. Because it sounds like polygamy to me, right?
Hey, think about it, Hank, before you answer. She's trying to
Just
pull a
trying to get
K
it.
on you.
Just trying to understand what
Hey,
it is.
already know. I see
put a
this
K
on
on
the
you.
third show, baby. I already know what it is. Look at her. She
You're
got
technically
treated
only
as sex.
sleeping
First
with
of all,
that
you a
man.
hoe because you messing with a 19-year-old little boy.
Nah,
God
I agree
damn.
with
There you
that.
go.
That
Hey,
is.
there you go. Hey,
Hey, but
They
if
need to
we
stop this shit.
if
Good
we
answer.
gonna talk about polygamy, right? In most standard cases where you have a polygamous relationship, yeah, it happens now when it's getting popular where it's one woman and two men. But on average, it's one man with women up under him. What other relationship do you know that you can associate with that? One man with a bunch of women under him.
Yeah.
Pimping ain't dead. These hoes just scared.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but
Any hoe,
pimping, I
any hoe
thought
without
hold on, Shantae. Hold on, Shantae. He ain't done yet. Hold on.
any hoe without instruction is setting herself up for destruction. You feel me?
So maybe I don't understand what pimping is, but I used to think pimping was you had women under you and they would have sex for money and they would give you money. That was pimping. So is that definition changed?
No, don't they have sex with the pimp too?
But it's
You
okay.
gotta
So
testify to
let me
that.
ask you a question. What is the difference between pimping? How do you distinguish pimping and polygamy? If
There
under
is
your
none.
definition.
There is none.
Oh.
Because even if they out here working in a corporate job, CEO or whatever, they still out there getting money for that dog. What's happening?
Thanks for clarifying. No further questions.
Well. Devon, you want to chime in on this? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't know. I think the girl is dumb as hell. I do. I think that she definitely lowered her standards. I think that she knew what time it was. She knew. It was just a matter of time of when exactly it would get to the point of her understanding exactly what she signed up for. Now, it probably lasted a lot longer than she had anticipated, but now her feelings are involved. Now she really likes the young man, and her life was probably really, really good with him. Now she's trying to figure out what her life is going to be like after him. And that's why she was really crying like that, because she doesn't want to know what life is like. Money talk, honey. Money talks.
I didn't see that. I think that she genuinely had her heart broken. I think that she thought that she can go in and change this man. It didn't backfire. She fell in love with this little man. And
she fell in love with what?
Why you gotta be a little man? Why you gotta be a little man?
Look, don't act like girls is hard like that. These girls be falling in love with these
lifestyle.
She fell in love with what he could do for her. So now she has to go back to her 2-bedroom apartment with 5 roommates.
Assumption.
You know
Pushing that Kia Sonata. You know what I'm saying?
Assumption.
That's what it is. If he was a regular 19-year-old boy,
he wouldn't have got the time of day.
Hey,
So
Tanya, exactly. Tanya, what's the conversation, Tam? What's the conversation? 19 years old. That man can't do nothing for me. He just a baby.
He's just a baby. But take the age out of it, okay? If
just because a man, this is the topic. This is what it is.
My thing, did she really lower her standards, or sis didn't have any to begin with? Why are you 30 even entertaining a 19-year-old?
If that was my son,
she's a hoe.
Hey, you know what? I'm looking more into this story, and I thought I seen something which made me want to Google it right now. I think that she had a miscarriage, and I'm not, I know that's unfortunate, but I know it seems as though they was going to have a baby. Maybe, and it's just me on the outside looking in, maybe he dodged her. And maybe the outcome might have been to try to level up off a child. It happens when you are a rapper. And so his mind might have got right after that one. She didn't get the baby, and it's just like, fuck.
She was trying to secure a bag.
Yeah.
Well, he broke up with her after having a miscarriage.
That's what I said.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
He's in an emotional state.
If he did, hey, I tell you, if he did break up after that miscarriage, that let you know everything you need to know. Then, if she was pregnant with his baby and he was about to ride out for his child, then she lose it. He like, hey, I died. Ooh, Superman, I dodged that bullet, baby. I got out the way.
I think this is around March this year.
He was like, I'm free. I can leave now. I can walk away. I can separate myself from, because I'm sure the same type of emotion she's showing now, that is the emotion she was starting to show when she really started to catch them feelings and realize the shit that you done signed up for.
But
so
do you
I'm sure that after, and that's unfortunate, you know, her having a miscarriage, but I'm sure after that he felt like, okay, I'm in the clear now. I don't necessarily have to be attached to this woman because I didn't see myself being with this woman like that anyway. And I told her what it was in the beginning.
Well, he did say he was loyal. What I heard him say, listen to what I heard.
Individual, but I am not going to be faithful to just you. It's a difference in faithfulness and loyalty.
Listen, so, because there are men out there, and I want to be very clear. There are men out there who take on women who they are the main woman, and they let it vary. That's how many celebrities are. Do you just understand? I'm gonna be in these streets chilling, but I'm loyal.
Come on, Shantae. Shantae, you gotta stop attacking these men, but go ahead.
I'm not attacking him. This is what I heard him say. That's not what you heard? I don't know him. I'm just going off of what I heard him just say. And what I gather from what he just said, he told her. So do I think that she's right? Absolutely not. I think this young man handled it very well.
I think because he said he's loyal, but he also said he's not faithful.
So
why loyalty and faithfulness? So some people, there are people out there, believe it or not, celebrities. I'm gonna let you go, I promise you. Let me just answer it because I got ADD. Listen, I diagnosed myself. So listen. There are men who are loyal to their wives, but they got chicks. Meaning, you can be my chick, but I ain't leaving my wife for you. You understand? So I didn't know if it was one of those situations. That's all. I'm just getting clarity. Go ahead.
But he was loyal to he didn't have to be. When she lost that baby, that's when he had to be loyal.
Exactly. And I'm gonna say this. So the conversation initially, both of them agreed upon that, hey, he out here sticking and moving. So if you know he out here sticking and moving, why you having unprotected sex with him? Because you trying to get the bag.
They just get that twat.
Exactly.
So I didn't got no standards.
Do you guys think that?
And that's why.
Hold on, real quick. Hold on, real quick, because I want to play this because I know what I heard Shantae say. You said that's what he said, right?
I thought that's what I gathered. I'm getting clarity.
Now this is what you said.
I'm not going to be faithful to just you. It's a difference in faithfulness and loyalty.
Listen, so, because there are men out there, and I want to be very clear.
I've met them.
There are men out there who take on women who they are the main woman, and they let it vary. That's how many celebrities are.
Right. So you said that's what he said, but you were speaking about there are men out there. I just want to make sure I heard what I heard. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yes, I know men.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
I'm not trying to understand what your case is. It went over my head.
It don't matter. It went over your head.
So are you arguing that there are men like that out there? Is that what you're arguing?
No, I said you're not going to attack these men. And I said, I just want to put it out there.
I'm not attacking them. If they make it clear, that's not an attack. That's just.
But you said that's what. But you said that's what he said, and I said.
He said he was loyal. So I thought he was one of those kind of guys. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, especially it's only wrong if you don't make it clear. He made it very clear. So he's not wrong. If that's his lifestyle, he's not wrong in it. I just want to know if that's what his thoughts were.
I rest my case, Your Honor.
Well, look here, man.
Sir, that case was dismissed before it started.
He told her from the beginning that he's not looking to get married like that. And that's what it was. You know, but her next best thing was to do was to get pregnant. So that's why she probably got pregnant, because she knew she wasn't gonna get that ring. I'm gonna find some way to tie this man up. If I can't get him to marry me, then I'm gonna get pregnant by him. That's gonna be my way out. And that's exactly what she did. It's just unfortunate she lost a child. Now she lost a meal ticket. He got his exit plan. He got the hell up out of there.
Right. Hink, she had to cross him off the vision board. You know what I'm saying? She had him and the baby, then the mansion, then the Bentley, and then Bora Bora, right? She had to just rip it off the wall. The vision board is destroyed.
No, she's going to have 18 years at least for him to put that ring on the finger. And it never happened.
But then also, too, and I don't think that, he's complaining over the fact that she got pregnant. But let's be honest, he wasn't using any protection either. So what did you think was going to eventually happen at some point? But I think being 19, not really thinking, and then once she unfortunately had that miscarriage, that was his outcome here. That was his
outcome too.
But do y'all think that he purposely like tried to stress her out? So no,
I don't think he had ill intent. I don't think he had ill intent at all.
See.
Here we go again.
We've already said that. Nobody said he had ill intent.
I'm just saying.
They're gonna try to find a way.
Hold on. Like I said, y'all always try to shift liability, bro. Y'all always try to shift liability. Look, this conversation shouldn't even be this long. Yo, she was bogus, dating a 19-year-old, letting them run up raw on her, thinking she was gonna get something. Next subject. We'll see y'all next week.
I agree with that statement. I think that was a good ending. I agree with that statement.
But unfortunately, Siobhan, I'm disappointed. I was about to give you a compliment how much you've grown, and then you make that statement.
Look, I was just.
That's all right. We still got work to do. You keep showing up on Sunday. We gonna get you right.
I don't think he's 19. I don't think he has the knowledge to even know that if I stress her out enough, maybe she'll have a.
He's just moving like a 19-year-old.
Right. Moving
like I said, I was just we having a conversation. I'm just throwing stuff out there. I'm just trying to see.
That was a good question, Siobhan.
He's moving like a 19-year-old. Listen to y'all talk. Wow. Listen to what y'all saying. Wow. He moving like a 19-year-old. Was she moving like a 30-year-old woman?
Absolutely not. She was moving like a 19-year-old too.
Let's stop, bro. Stop. This is a sad state of affairs, bro. This is a sad state of affairs, man. Like y'all need to go. Hey, wherever y'all computer database at, go plug in wherever you plug in and upload some new firmware because y'all stuck like a motherfucker, bro.
I think that ladies, I think what they want us to do is just not mention his name at all.
Hold on.
Just focus on.
I stated that she was.
I get it now. I get it.
I'm clarifying me. I stated that she was.
Y'all heard
the wrong. So
y'all heard what I said. I don't feel sorry for her.
I don't feel sorry for her either. She was immature. She's wrong. She's wrong in this situation.
So it's definitely not y'all.
Because when I was scrolling on Instagram and I was just scrolling and I saw it and I'm like, she cried. I'm like, why are you crying, girl? By scroll, this was my first time
scrolling too. I didn't even want to know why she was crying.
I'm like, you came on the internet to cry, girl.
I mean, was snot.
Yes, girl.
I was so
we're gonna leave it on that note, y'all. We're gonna leave it on that note. She was
I've been
dead
hurt
wrong.
like that before, though. But I
really
Let's go get to these super chats, Ricky. Super chats.
I loved him.
Y'all crazy, bro. Emmanuel, what's good? You said you don't need social media when you have options. You stay too busy for social media.
You do, though. Yeah, that's true.
And it's Luby, the Euros. Justin, and love to the ladies on this panel. The feminine energy was strong. Shantae, just make sure I get an invitation.
To what?
Address the invitation to the UK, London.
To the meet and greet in DC.
How you paraphrase?
You get an invite?
That is not what the super chat said.
I saw that.
Me University, loyalty over vain emotions. # Ricky, me neither. LOL. Facts, my bro. Me University, notoriously, folks like easy. Just stay ready. So you don't have to get ready. And it's Luby again. Shantae, no such thing as true love. Do the work.
I've been in love before. True love.
Mistaken. In the girlfriend-boyfriend stage, you show your wifely, husbandly characteristics. Then when you are married, you perform your wifely, husbandly duties. I just think there's a difference.
I like that.
Point taken. Me University, I'll get him what up? Shantae, # Joe Isha, LOL.
He my boo, I give him whatever.
Jason C, preach. I'm on the job, bro.
Simmer down, Hank.
Lord Femto, she 27 trying to cage a 19-year-old rapper. Tell him again, my guy. Xavier Foster, don't let your emotions override what is logical. Spaces, she just crying because she losing that lifestyle.
Facts.
No more steak 48. No more Papados on Tuesday.
Another one.
Oh yeah, how long were they dating?
She going back to Applebee's.
He said, Spaces said,
That's
wait.
a good question, Tam.
Wait, he's 19. How long were they dating? That's a great question.
That's a good question.
Yep, Just Rules. Just giving support to the Lapeef Network, the best network on the planet. 100. Thanks for creating an intimate world for us. It's amazing. Tayavon looks so near to singer Sade, to the third power. Peace, family. Xavier Foster, was it naivete, love, or ego after posting online? A little bit of, I think it's the first and the second.
I think she's trying to get his attention.
Or the first and the third. I'm gonna go with the third. I ain't gonna say the first. I'm gonna go with the third. That ego was killing her, bro. That ego was killing her.
All right, it's been a dope show. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button on your way out. You just tuning in, you missed a great show. Catch it back on the replay. Also, make sure you guys subscribe to the network. Shout out to the sponsor again, Teach Hanley. Make sure you guys fill the Teach. That link is in the description. You get 30% off along with a free gift. And yeah, I think that's about it, y'all. I appreciate y'all guys' inputs.
Friday.
The Bears. All right, y'all.
Falcons.
Oh, no. Nah. That's that bullshit I'm talking